city. We're attacked by 3 Roman legions.
Incoming transmission.
Welcome to Saving Star Trek, a show talking about one of my favorite shows, Enterprise. I am Linda Park. I play Hoshi Sato and also Empress Sato. So enjoy this show. I love that it's finding a whole new life on the streaming services. And you better hit that like button or Empress Sato will not be happy. I mean, she could make a storm happen, and she could really make your life hard. Anyways, enjoy the show, hit that like button, and thank you for being a fan of Enterprise.
Hello, everybody. Greetings and good evening, sirs and madams. Welcome to Saving Star Trek Saturday Night. Hit those like and follow buttons. Turn up in the browser tab for a few moments. And please share that we're live. Spread the word. And thanks to everyone who has made my recent upload such a success. I'll thank you more on that later. But first, let's go around the horn and say hi to everybody. JT, how you doing?
I am present for real Star Trek, so I guess that makes me better than I was on Thursday.
Absolutely.
Low bar, but it's a good night. It's a good evening. How's everyone else?
It seems to me your circle isn't popping very loud. Guys, really? in the chat, is JT loud enough? How is he relative to us? Because, yeah, that's weird because in my ears you're pretty loud. Hello, Germ. How are you?
I have recovered from my heroin experience trying to watch that episode of Strange New Worlds.
Your heroin experience or your heroin experience?
That's his his
one
Northwest accent. Oh, God. First 15 minutes, guys. All right, that's out the window again. Hello, everybody, and hello, Sean. How you doing, buddy?
Hello. Yeah, I want to share with everyone. I'm feeling good. I can finally fit into the Captain Kirk shirt that Admiral T got for me, and I'm feeling healthy and good. My face is healed, and I'm ready to go, man. And I have recovered also from Thursday. my vocal cords finally kind of went back into place.
You know, when you're 80 and you're talking to your great grandkids, they could be like, "Grandpa, what was the turning point in your life?" Be like, "I watched this horrible Star Trek show with this guy Teague, and yeah, he was killed by woke activists years ago. Burned at the stake. Yeah, yeah, that's the guy. Yeah, when guns blazing. That's right. Yeah, screaming in German. That's the guy. I knew that guy. Yeah." He had me laughing so hard about this Star Trek show. I passed out laughing, and it changed my life. And that's when in the next 2 years I became a millionaire. And
they started playing John Brown's Body, and they were talking about how he did this weird thing in Virginia at an armory, and next thing you know, he was no longer the admiral of the fleet for Star Trek.
Hello to everybody.
We had the Great War for Star Trek independence after that.
Did not. We did. And by the way, don't look on Rumble. I didn't bother setting up today. I was a little lazy. After it blew up on the pad last time, they could have a few more days to think over the error of their ways. But don't worry. We'll get back on Rumble when Rumble gets back together. It's a little bit weird over there. What are you gonna do? Rumble, they play their games, we play ours, and we're just saying every word that YouTube hates in the first few minutes of the show. But that doesn't matter. We've got a lot of our Star Trek friends here, and we're back on Enterprise. But I guess the most important thing I have to say up front is thank you very much to all of you who have liked and watched the video in the pin post. It was a very important labor of love to me to make this Star Trek content for you guys. It is the greatest thing I could ever ask for. To lead you wonderful Star Trek fans into battle against those who destroy it anytime, anywhere. And because of you guys, I was able to make that upload. The upload did real well. Did something like 650 to 800 views higher than the typical upload, and that includes we bought Star Trek a lot of the way back. That includes uploads for 1883 and 1923. Now those uploads eventually became evergreen and really performed. For instance, there is a 14,000 view Yellowstone video I'm going to kill off. I'm just going to unlist it, but it's bought me like 55, 60 subscribers. It's just that it doesn't really represent the channel well. And even with that, I welcome all of you. And wow, we have a good episode of Star Trek tonight. We have an episode of Star Trek tonight. That's what I'll say that right now. I posted something on X. But first, before we go anywhere, guys, don't you think, Sean, would you like to begin wishing, born this day, 53 years ago this day, a woman threw her legs in the air, screamed in pain. There was blood, there were tears, there was sedation, we would hope, and there was a midwife, and into this world came Will Wheaton.
Wait, what? Are you kidding me?
Happy birthday, Will Wheaton. Shut the fuck up, Wesley. Today is Will Wheaton's birthday.
Who?
Oh,
Will
it says here July 29. So
it's this week in Star Trek, Sean. It's a new
week,
segment I'm trying out called This Week in Star Trek. I'm off by a couple of days.
Well,
I needed to relook.
The of time have not moved well for Will Wheaton.
Well, I'll give you better news. There's other Star Trek birthday this week. Mine in about 3 hours.
Happy birthday!
Yeah.
Happy birthday, dude.
Thank you.
Yeah,
thank you.
Definitely. Much more
happy returns.
I would rather be
much
with
more
this
respectable
panel
than Will Wheaton.
Yeah. I would rather be with this panel than the finest people in the world. That's a joke.
So there's some of both on here. You know what I would just say, the fact that you would just consent to be a member of any club that would have you. I mean, come on.
Right. Yeah.
I just want to say right now, if you start an anti-Admiral Teague channel, I will sub to that channel and I will give you your first super chat when you get monetized. But you've got to be inventive. You got to blame me for everything. You got to do a little better than how he traveled time and changed the future. It's like, just because the world sucks doesn't mean it's all my fault. There are a few other people had their hands in it too, but we have a tale of Star Trek tonight. And hello to everybody out there. Let me say hello to, we got Buddy Hepburn, Head Wrench, and Istaphobos, our squire, with a wrench indeed as well. Also, we have Gavin Blackburn out there speaking the Queen's English to a guy from Queens. Actually, it's the King's English now. What's up with your king? Is it? What's up with your king? What the hell? What are they going to call him? Like Sultan Charleston? What the hell is up with Big Ears, dumbass? Oh my God! What the hell is up with Big Ears, dumbass? Hello, Radioactive. Hello, Buddy Hepburn, to the Trek reviewer. JT Kirk is with me, and in the chat we got Gavin Blackburn. I said hello to you, Gavin. You got two. I saw Tim FKHC up there at the beginning of the chat. He was here earlier. Also in here, I saw Sig Valderson. The Trek reviewer is with us. I hope I'm not missing anybody. I'm getting down. I'm searching. Istaphobos, I said your name, but you get to hear it. You get to say it. I'll say it twice because it's a great name. It's funny. It's hilarious. Let's face it. That took some. What the best name ever is still Dixon Cider, but Istaphobos is pretty good, man. And John the Beagle Dad, hell, welcome, John. We've got an episode of actual Star Trek for you tonight. It's something else. What can I tell you?
Folks are hitting the Tranya already, which is good.
All
good
right. Sit back, relax, and enjoy some time on the final frontier. We won't get into the weeds or anything tonight with new Trek. Just again, I will really congratulate the I will really thank the. No, you know what? Let's do it this way. I'm going to congratulate the channel members on their continued good judgment. First, you joined this channel. Then you liked and followed this video. Then you made Strange New Lows unwatchable and irrelevant, the number one upload in the history of YouTube. Now, also the history of this channel, which I think is probably the most successful channel in the history of YouTube because I think the numbers are all fake. But that's me, and I want to thank all of you. Here's the only thing I'd ask. Pinned to the top, we have, this is one issue I have. I do not get a lot of impressions from YouTube. YouTube does not want you to know about me. There are other people who have like similar but less polished videos that were longer. And I don't want to say there's anything wrong with Molly and the Old Man's video. In fact, I recommend it.
It was a great video.
It was a great video, but mine by all matrices should have done better. But I think I finally passed them. I don't know. Last time I looked at that one, the thing was, both UK Danger Man and they had 100 likes inside of their first 1,000 views. I am up to 900 views, guys, for which I thank you. But the pinned post, like, it only has like 24 likes. It is well below and well outside what YouTube takes seriously. And also, if you guys could keep a note of that link and make any comment you want there to give it a late algorithmic push. We're taking over late. We have had 25 views an hour for the last 4 or 5 hours, as the engagement has only been whipped by me taking an end run around YouTube and going to Reddit. And I've shown my friends what. Guys, do I have any shame?
Sometimes.
I've seen things you've mentioned in X in the background. Yeah. Yes.
As far
as no.
In this context, I have no shame. I am utterly without shame. Also, I want to thank Mouse Info because I have to share this with you guys before we get started today. I said I was going to invoice. Turns out I'm lying about. I was lying to myself about a couple of things. I can't not watch SNW and report on how bad it is. I can't do it. I don't have it in me. But here, guys, you have something that was promised to us by the people from Strange New Worlds. This is even worse than I thought. When I heard interpretive Star Trek dance, I assumed that this would be inside of some sort of small appropriate venue where they would have at least a smoke and bubble machine with some lights. Anybody here think that was too much? We're talking $75 worth of production. Anybody?
At least with Star Wars, Disney dignified it with, some fake
dry ice and some
Force
lasers.
Vendor and, all that for their stage. This is like in a free parking lot. This is just in a parking lot.
$75 is way too much for that.
No, I'm not saying pay money for it. I'm saying they should have thrown 75 more. It's already there. They've thrown in about, let's see,
they threw $18 at
about,
this.
They threw about $1,000, honestly. But they're doing it in the parking lot, so they have no permit.
I feel bad for the person
Lombardi,
that wasn't able to use their parking space. Whoever has P9,
they really did probably, I think, have to go out there and be opportunistic. I think they blocked it off with their equipment with no, and just hoped for the best. You're not going to throw Alex Kurtzman out of there. By the way, there was an announcement today that Alex Kurtzman signed a 6-figure deal with Paramount, and he's going to be on there for 3 more years. That is far too low. It's just bullshit. He's already been extended for 2 years by the fact that his show that's finished is going to take 2 years to air. So he can make any announcement he wants and reframe it any way he wants. I'm going to say it right now. That woman is not going to lead that group of plucky children. But look at this. I mean, this is Star Trek now. It's dog shit.
Hat tip to Mouse Info for bringing this to us.
Yeah, this video will be in the description for this show, and I thank Mouse Info. I'm not going to play much of it, but look at this.
What are they supposed to be doing?
Where's the coordination?
I wonder if they're going to break out into a random like flash mob dance.
Oh God.
I wonder.
Don't worry, Sigvalda. So we won't make you watch anymore. But that's
It's not Riverdance.
that's what we're up against. Yeah, that's what we're up. Hey, radioactive. Thank you. Oh, Star Trek Nuremberg trials when. Look, I mean this in a purely metaphorical way. Purely metaphorical. There will be a reckoning. You can't play this shell game forever. I mean a legal and probably financial reckoning for this. I also think that there's going to be a price to be freaking paid by what they did to what they did to Gene Roddenberry and the other people. I think there's going to be a price to be paid for that. And the fact that they have now gone out of their way for 4 or 5 straight days to make sure that we have Star Trek is heavily associated with musical theater? This is what Alex Kurtzman wants. The reason why Connie and Spock dance in that episode, the episodes of Strange New Worlds now, is not because Connie and Spock are there together. It's both Connie and Spock can dance, and they double the other person. So Alex Kurtzman's like, we need dancing. We need ballroom dancing and show tunes. We've had show tunes.
Is the most ubiquitous combination of talent in Hollywood, so therefore you can find the cheapest quote unquote talent to
it's
achieve
300 auditions to one. It's 90 to 1 auditions for average hire for musical theater, and it's 300 people available for every role put out there. It takes a lot of training and a lot of ability to do singing and dancing. And
I'm not saying it's easy. I'm just saying
it's not easy. But the thing is, they don't command anybody, and it's just
exactly.
This is these freaking people. I mean, first of all, look at them. I mean, this is Star Trek now. I mean, but so when we meet here these days, it's a lot more important than it was. And,
can you
if you
put
could
the
support
screen
us
back
on
up?
Thursday, it'll help us. I think people will kill me. Sig Volson already quit. Do you guys promise to stick around? Here we go.
Did Sig Volson quit, or is he just saying he's done with Strange New Worlds?
Sig Volson, make a sign of life.
I just want to point out,
what is a Lou Boutique? What the is that? And why is it
somebody else's promotion that's more on point? I would like them to get out of the way so I can see it.
So I just want to point out one thing here. At least these people are in shape.
Thank God.
Like that they have that over Strange.
Yeah, their redhead who combs her hair with firecrackers is there, but she's in shape a little bit. Yeah,
yeah, like
because
this guy
these people are real musical theater.
Man. Yeah,
they were able to get like very. Like, here's the thing, Sean. You know this. I know this. Everybody kind of knows this. In the world of sports and in the world of performative dance, the number 1 person in the world can be distinguished from the number 30 person in the world, but the number 31 person cannot be distinguished from the 300th person. Am I correct? And that's in golfing too, by the way.
Yeah, Sig Valdison's still
Thank
here.
God. Yes, thank God we got Sig. Signs of life. But I mean, look at this dog shit. I mean, this is what they've done to your Star Trek. Well, what are you going to do about it, Tegans?
Oh wait, there's a fatty there. There's a Tilly right there.
Take it. There we go. Wait, on the far.
No,
she's not that out of shape.
No, Sean. It's just Tilly's costume. Because they didn't have.
I think she's athletic like Mary. No, you know what it is? The thing is, this woman is not unmilitarily out of shape. Think about this. She's got like a Mary Lou Retton type athletic build. Like you could believe that she could maybe lift something. She doesn't look out of shape.
The costume is just far too large.
It's far too
Mary
unflattering.
Wiseman's costume, and they're like, "Here you go."
These probably are their real first season costumes. Like we don't need them anymore. They'll never be in it. We put the cat suit in the Smithsonian, and look at the guy, the rando cast player. I think this might be Sean Farrick from Trek Culture. Do anyone think it might be? But I mean, I would just point out the random cosplayer here in the background's outfit is as good, if not better, than theirs. And he's just like, I don't know why I'm here. I walked over here because these weirdos were pushing amplifiers around. And I thought I could smoke a joint in peace.
They need to decide if the pants are going to be on the outside or the inside of the boots.
Wait, what the fuck happened here?
Wait, was that the Elon hello wave right there?
It was. It was from heart to sky. Yeah.
Oh my god.
So
This is how they're selling Star Trek now.
They praised National Socialism.
These were the National Socialist players. Honestly, that was hard to fucking take. What a bunch of fucking malarkey. By the way, I thumbs down that. Here's what I'm gonna do. Don't thumbs down it. Do me a favor. Do me a favor. When these people see we use their video, they're going to notice. Do me a favor. We didn't use very much of it, and we tried to interpret it. Go over there and just comment that you appreciate them showing it to you, and you don't like it. Okay, that you just you didn't enjoy it. Just say this wasn't enjoyable at all. Be polite if you engage. I'm not saying to engage. But maybe, if you think about it, this is a valuable channel to watch. They're called Mouse Info, okay? And they're a valuable channel to watch in the sense that I got this from it. You may or may not agree with their take, but you know what? You could sub them and check it out. I recommend checking them out. I have nothing against these guys. They seem like lovely people. Oh my God, here it is. We have to show more. Oh my God, they got to the episode that we watched. Here's the Carmen Sandiego one. Quick. Oh no.
Gavin Blackburn, it was that funny. He accused her of being a champion donut lifter. I thought it was funny.
Oh my God, we have 15 seconds. We only have to stop it a couple of times. Look what the hell goes on here.
Did they bring out Carmen Sandiego from that previous awful
This is dancing, by the way. This is dancing. This is the number 8 or 900th best troupe of dancers, and I'm gonna just say, like, they didn't probably have enough time to train, and I'm sure they weren't paid very much, so they were just like, I've got to go to work tonight as a mover. I've got to help someone pack their house and move from San Diego to fucking North Carolina. Look at this. I thank you so much, Mouse Info, for bringing us this incredible
Admiral, sir. I know
look at this.
I know why this has happened.
This looks like cheerleading stuff.
No, see, the thing is, they all gave blood at that Red Cross tent back there. And then they were all so loopy enough that they agreed to do this.
These people, these poor people.
Drinking
these poor people. These poor people. I hope they listen. I'm just gonna be honest. This is not as easy as it looks. We're trolling them a bit, but I mean they took this gig and made money off what they love doing. So good for them. Honestly, don't mock the dancers. Do not mock Mouse Info. They did nothing wrong. They seem like lovely people. These people, I'm going to say right now, and Sean knows Hollywood going rate from his provenance. You've heard him talk about it on other shows and stuff. I could kind of, get an outside idea. I think, tell me if I'm in the ballpark for this, Sean. These people got to get about, if this was like first of all, this should be a SAG gig, but it's probably not. It's probably non-union, right?
Well, the dancers have a different thing going on.
Do they?
Especially if they're involved in, these are probably theater folks, and they could even be in theater students for all we know. Probably
if you're in
students.
LA, they'd probably like, this class gets a free trip and gets to spend 2 whole days at Comic-Con if you come up with a dance. Yeah, they could have used their free passes to get this. Sean's right. With the level of, I mean, they're earnest, but the level of, it's.
I mean, it's
how do you
well
do an
performed. I mean, it's not a bad performance.
They don't have, something like platforms to jump on.
Yeah, no,
you know what I mean? Like, there's nothing here for them to work with in the world of. Listen to us rating performative dance.
Yeah, I mean, they're doing a good job at what they're being paid to do. It's just the subject matter is questionable.
Listen, we're talking about this already on backstage, doing a trial of the crimes of Star Trek. But here's the thing: I think that did they do it to Star Wars with Doomcock testifying at for Chris Gore? So we wouldn't be the first people to do it. but I would say this: we would be the first people to do it for Star Trek. But I do have the sound effect.
Yeah. Actually, I'm letting it run in the background here. They got people like as the zombies and stuff. It's not bad. I mean,
No, it's not
So-
bad. It's just that it's laughably inappropriate.
right. It's,
Like this is a Comic-Con. Look, notice how it's just like if we had like 3 people with like like dueling grade practice lightsabers, doing performative dance, there would be this many. There would be like 5 times more people, and that's just as ass as this.
yeah.
The train's going by.
This is
Hey, look,
Comic-Con
the train
San
is
Diego?
themed up. It's a Beavis and Butthead train, or is it a Family Guy train? I can't tell. We can only see the characters from the eyes up. Maybe it's Family Guy. Look, there's Peter Griffin.
Yeah.
So this is San Diego. I'm taking it. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And there's Carmen. She's in her hometown.
Hey, there's Nerdrotic.
Which,
He's sitting there
in-
in the background.
Sean, in its original
Is he?
German.
I can believe he went there.
In the
You know what?
original German, it's a whale's vagina.
I just want to say, like, I no shade intended. Like Nerdrotic has said, like, sobriety rocks, and he really loves it, and it seems to be working out great for him. I mean, look at what he's done. But like Nerdrotic, have you ever missed like say like mushrooms? And like, if you saw this, did this bring back euphoric effect of mushrooms enough to harmlessly? Because this is like Star Trek's pretty dead now. Like I had no emotion watching this because it all came out of me watching what they did on TV. So this is careful reverence compared to TV. And I'm noticing that our dancers are all just wearing black Levi's, and their pants don't quite match. It's the shirts is what's everything's keyed off of.
They can't decide if the pants go over the top of the boots or get tucked inside.
It's an
Kind of a
dancer's
uniform thing
flair.
that's important. Why is
They're all wearing
outside
different
in the
dancer
parking
shoes.
lot with a horrible
Because they
ass
weren't gonna
backdrop?
they weren't gonna do it to an empty room, and they weren't gonna pay for an empty. They couldn't. I think this looks to me like a guerrilla promotion with real network money. Imagine if we had no boundaries, and New York Comic Con, which is in October. Like every single member of the show flew there, right? And we stood outside and we did the equivalent of the Monty Python skit Mr. Hilter for Member of Parliament. And we just all stood there and gave out like fucking things to our show. And we just like, we didn't go all the way. We dressed like the people from like, what do you call it? Like Starship Troopers, but like Admiral Teague fights to save Star Trek. It would just be like, it would be evocative enough that like we would get this much press. It just depends on how many, like how much you're will. The thing is, if I was willing to do it like shirtless, dancing around with like twirling 2 streamers, like they were twirling streamers earlier. They were doing flag twirling stuff that was more appropriate to cheerleading. This was an all of the above thing. I mean, I've got it too, but like our performative dancer here with male pattern baldness, I mean, it's just like I don't get how any of this is supposed to work. Honestly, the best promotion so far is Family Guy in the background, just going by on the train, getting the gawkers for free because the train's going to go all over town. When this sorry spectacle's over, only we will talk about it. Oh my God, go Rachel. She's writing down the facts and the clues. They're buying time by having them just step, step, clap, clap, step, step, clap, clap. Sean, you and I could have written this. JT, you could have done this.
I feel bad for whoever paid to park in spot P9. I really do.
You play an instrument, you perform live in front of people, and we can't tell people the name because you know what? Not many people know how to play the Horse Vessel song, and also, those beer halls are very secret. But let's just be honest. What is your feeling on behalf of these performers as a performer?
I feel sad for them because the elements are probably getting to them in a bad way, and they're like, "Oh dear God, we only have to do this for another 4 minutes before we can go backstage."
They had to do this 5 times. They did 5 different episodes.
Oh, I'm sure they hated it, especially the one in the Carmen San Diego outfit. Like, she's thinking, No one knows who I am, what we're doing, and I don't see a lot of acting with conviction here.
Gavin.
Yeah,
I want, you know what?
I don't see a lot of acting
Hey,
with
Mr.
conviction.
Tonic.
It looks very by the numbers. The whole
What
thing.
the hell did I just do?
You took
I shared our own
the stage out.
StreamYards.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think what I did was I shared StreamYards. Just don't worry, but just pay no attention to that man behind the curtain. All right, here we go. We won't make you watch all this. Let's just let's just speed through
Yeah,
the
Buddy
the
Hepburn,
rest of
I
it.
don't know how much money and donuts they got for the gig. Probably more donuts than money, honestly. I don't see
This is
I'm sure they're working hard on this because it's physically difficult to do. I don't see this as a project of love for anyone.
that was pretty good. I mean, for them. I mean,
no, they all have
County
talent.
Board
I'm not
community
saying they
service.
don't. I'm just not seeing
this is
a
look,
spark.
look. The only time I ever see this kind of shit is when I go to my mom's house and she has like the Academy Awards on. So they're not ready for that yet, these people. But I mean, they're not bad. Thank you, Mouse Info. That was crazy. So that was Thursday's episode. All right. Well, tonight we have an episode of Star Trek Enterprise that I don't dislike it, and I think that my appreciation for it is going to be a lot higher than it was just 36 hours ago. But I do again. If you guys could go to the pin post, okay, or go to the pin post, or I'll bring back the Star Trek interpretive dance. The beatings will continue until such time as morale has improved. I'm just kidding. I won't bring back the interpretive dance. But if you guys could go to the pin post and hit it up with some likes, there's no reason why UK Danger Man has 100 likes. Old Man and Molly have like they were in the time that we were talking about their campaigns likes. They passed my like total. And we only talked about it for like 5 minutes. Can we get some likes? Like, one of these is from me, guys. I mean, I understand that, YouTube is not going to cooperate with us and doesn't agree with my vision. And, just like Starfleet that won't let me build that wall around the Earth. Have we ever needed a Dyson sphere now more than ever? These episodes have proven. And by the way, guys, tonight we're going to see my dream come true. We're going to destroy the entire Earth. The Earth, as I sometimes call it. And JT, your favorite character is going to be here. Major
This is
Hayworth.
true.
Hayworth or whatever. What the hell is his name? Major
Hayes.
Hayes.
He's
Purple
not
Haze.
my favorite one though. It's one of the people in his
Chicks.
command. Yeah,
The one with the David Letterman gap between her teeth.
she does not have that one.
Yes, she does.
No,
You
she
can
does
drive a
not.
Fair,
semi-truck through that
Letterman was
thing.
once funny. Miss Katonic, hello. Phantom Outsider, greetings. Welcome to the Star Trek watch party. And you know what? This is now, we had found out by this time, and I guess it's nothing to celebrate, but we've been doing this now for over a year, and we're gonna wait till past, everything's really been over since the end of July, but we're not going to do this one right away. But we've got a channelversary, timeversary coming up for this show. Over 57, 58 weeks with not one missed show. We moved one to a Monday in an experiment to see if it would be better for you. And we decided that Saturdays, we're going to stand tall on that one pretty much most of the time. Whether I've had the beam in or not, everybody has pretty much been here for every show. I thank the panel, and I thank all of you for supporting us. And if you could just go, if you haven't watched my video, please watch it later. And here's the two things that are going on with the channel. They bury my community post. When they bury my community post, the promotion becomes a demotion. So please, on the community tab, when you see a community post from me, please like it. Okay, I realize Cult Classic Cage does video games and is a much more talented YouTuber than me and has 6,500 or something like that last time I checked. And I've been a member of the Cult of Cage for 40 months. I love Cult Classic Cage. Cassie's from Queens. She's really nice. I don't know her from here. I'm just saying she's from Queens and she's really nice. I met her on YouTube like everyone else. But You know what? There's no reason why an hour after she posts, she has 40 likes, and 3 days after I post, that's just the one that I put there. Can we just, if you guys get a little more excited, then I can get a little more bandwidth. The Yellowstone people like really helped me float the channel during the week, and the talk show has been doing better. So I'm not trying to sound unappreciative, and I'm not asking for something financial. I just need likes to increase the bandwidth and get from the low end of acceptable to the medium end. Now, there are things people can do that are totally above board to increase their like count, but we looked at Old Man and Molly. Their review was really good. It was not better than mine, and mine was much shorter, 10% as long, which should have favored mine. I had to go onto Reddit, and guys, was I prostituting myself on Reddit or what?
That's all you really can do.
Well, you said, hey, I made a cool Star Trek video. Can you please go check it out? Then everybody went, well, I don't even know.
They played Light Bright with where the fudge comes out on me.
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay?
Pretty much.
Okay? That's what they did.
Reason.
Next time I take a shit, I'm going to know an hour ahead of time from the whistling sound from what happened to me on Reddit today.
They were just trying to dogpile without even watching your video. Or more importantly, they didn't watch the Star Trek episode that was free on YouTube because nobody watched it.
Nobody watched it. And you know what? I would say those 37,000, I think it's creeped up to last time I looked. Most of them probably made it like 8 minutes, 6 minutes. That was one rough opening. That was tough to get through. That was like Patton's form of war. We're going to grab you by the belt and we're going to punch you in the face. We're going to punch you in the face and then we're going to throw you on the floor. And we're throwing you on the floor. We're going to kick you in the ass. It's just like, oh my God. What more can they do in the first 10 minutes? That was Rise of Skywalker level destruction, but on a TV scale. I mean, with a TV budget, I mean, they did just as much damage to Star Trek. That alien, and of course, if you had to guess what kind of shoe was going to come up over the set in the costume, it was going to be a Converse All-Star, because of course, they're so cool. They wear cool people's shoes. These writers are so stuck in college. I threw away so many t-shirts that I had from college today, left over. Unlike a lot of people, I still fit my college t-shirts. I threw all but the Rolling Stones and Black Sabbath ones away. This one I bought much more recently. There was not Black Sabbath merchandise when I was in college. Black Sabbath was only became popular after they broke up. Don't believe what
they were
anyone
still
says.
Sabbath the Gray. They hadn't evolved yet.
That's right. I am Teague the White, and I come back to you now. At the turn of the tide. There's good news. Look how they're promoting. That was a desperation, cash-strapped guerrilla promotion. And I'll throw it to the person that I think is best at figuring out finances here of any of us, and that would be the team of Resolute and JT. I'm thinking that they had no permit, took advantage of the fact that they were Paramount, counted on security not to throw them out of there, and that they probably were flirting with what... Could you imagine? I mean, they humiliated these people into letting them do this. Could you imagine what Comic-Con would look like Star Trek? First of all, it would have been great. It would have ended our problems. But Kurtzman Star Trek thrown out of Comic-Con, illegal display. And by the way, make no mistake, they just didn't want to pay $4,000 to $7,000 for a room for the 11 minutes that ran for. Which would have made it less horrible for these people.
The less than 5,000 that they spent on this event would have been better spent on getting small keychains or some other swag to just hand out to people and have them wear it around and wear it places and use that advertising beyond the convention, right? That would have been a better use of the money.
If the photo should be their joke writer, this is fucking funnier than anything they've come up with this year. It's in me to death and fear, for me to death and fear. I'll beat your ass because you talk funny. He's from fucking like the worst part of Brooklyn, and then moved to upstate to be trained because he was like going to like. I don't think he was allowed in school at 12 years old. Like he beat up a few grown men. Hello, Jonathan Davis. No, you didn't miss it. We're gonna roll the episode in a minute, and it's a pretty good one.
What do you think, Germ?
It's not paced that fast, but it's a good episode. I liked it. Germ, what do you think? I think that this was done to spite spending $10,000. Yay or nay? They bought it in for $2,000 instead of 10. Yay or nay?
Yeah, as cheap as possible just to fill up numbers.
See, I
For
think
something they pulled
five.
straight out of their ass, it's not too bad.
I think 5 because they had to paint up the Andorian and put on a wig.
I just
and
want to
so
say,
for that reason, I'm going with 5,000 because you got to figure it. They gave them the costumes, the uniforms. They're like wear black boots and black pants, and we'll give you the top, and that'll be your uniform.
I guess, yeah, wear any black pants, any black shoes. Well, they probably told them to go ahead and wear dancing shoes, right? But
Yeah, and so they already had that. Everybody there was like, cool, because my day job is working at a banquet hall. So I've already got that part of the uniform, squared away. I can go. I don't even have to change between one job and the next. And
I can wear the clothes I wear to go to the waiter, to work as a waiter.
Yep. And then this, less than about 5,000.
And there's nothing wrong with being a waiter, and there's nothing wrong with doing this dancing stuff to make money. These people got paid to do what they love, and it was associated with Star Trek. I'm assuming they probably were like everyone else taking advantage of.
Oh yeah.
It's like, and like, honestly, I don't know. Sean was okay. Sean, let me ask you a question. So,
Yes.
would you say, with their specialized skill, fair pay for these people? Were they in the Theater Workers Guild? We don't know offhand at the top of our head. It's highly specialized, but there is a glut of talent. $240, right? They had to concoct this. They had to do that. Now, remember, I am from Queens. I have seen breakdancing where they where at least had cardboard on the ground, and they didn't have any professional training.
I like. How are you saying? How much do I think they made?
No, I'm saying, what did you think of the like, just the appropriateness, and like, what would you have thought walking? What any of you guys thought working at this Comic-Con, and what do you think that they should have been? Fair pay is like $240 a person for this, right?
Oh,
They concocted and did it an 11-minute dance routine. This was a lot more work than we saw.
Well, I'm sure it was
I
a
don't
lot of work,
think
but
that-
these people can learn
in
these
service
types of
of
things in a
nothing.
day, though. Like, they're so professional, and like a lot of the moves they do are standard moves. It's just they could have probably learned it in a couple of days.
This
They're
wasn't going to
good at it.
redefine the world, and this wasn't going to change the face or redefine the world of interpretive dance.
They
No.
would have made more money just waiting tables for another couple hours instead of spending the time to do this.
I'll say it again. There's nothing wrong with waiting.
No, I'm not
tables,
saying that
but,
there is. I'm just saying.
Yeah, no. I'm
they
just,
actually would have.
no,
made
I want
more
to make.
money
I want to
doing
make sure
that.
we don't come off as condescending. Because
No,
that's what
no.
I'm
no.
getting ready for the incoming criticism now.
They made at
best
least
thing we
enough
could
to
do.
cover their monthly Grinder account.
Okay, listen, guys. I just because I told that story last week about how I met the person who did interpretive dance, and I found them to be I met a theater kid who was like a 60-year-old like piece of garbage. That doesn't mean that they're all bad. But in the world that they're from, to get like some money doing what they do, they can put on their resume that they did a Paramount promotion for Star Trek, and that's what they did it for, and the money. And I hope they got at least $250 and some lunch, because they, like Sean said, yeah, you're right, but this is probably a 10-hour workday. I mean, you show up, you're supposed to get paid off the base of a full workday. I think for that group, it's like what, an 8-hour day plus like two half-hour breaks and 1 hour lunch, so like basically a 10-hour day.
Probably.
At best.
So
It's
let's
been a
be
while
fair.
since I was
They
in
did
theater.
this 5 times.
Well,
Yeah,
I
probably.
did a little bit of research. It would be California minimum wage, and I'm giving them like a 25% pay bump over that for having specializations.
Mhm.
So that's what they would probably get, in my opinion.
in a lunch, a catered lunch.
Hopefully, or tickets, more like comp tickets to the snack bar and free tickets to Comic-Con.
Yeah.
Free like one, but only one day, and only like only the main floor. Not, you can't go to any of the specialty exhibits, or
Yeah.
I'm sure there's another economy inside that Comic-Con too.
But they made
yeah.
more money off of this by selling the comped passes than they did anything else.
Wait, did you say the mine comp passes? This is some of the worst
They did
entertainment
have
we've ever
that
seen.
really disturbing salute right at the beginning.
They did have a bit of a disturbing salute at the beginning, but I don't think they know what they're doing. It was like, it was so confused. These people did what they could with what they had, but this was confused. The idea is just, it's not a great idea. But before we finish though, let's just see, like, this week in Trek history, we got the birth of Will Wheaton on I think today is the actual day, or was it just, I asked for the week. So in universe history, the nation of Ireland is unified after over a century of violence in August of 2024. Isn't that good news, guys? Congratulations, Ireland, you did it. It'll be a 1-year anniversary of the unification next year. Congratulations, Ireland. August 30th to September 3rd, 2024, a transfer accident sends Starfleet officers Benjamin Sisko, Julian Bashir, and Jadzia Dax to San Francisco in 2024, where they become fabulous, where they become involved with the Bell riots. Sisko takes on the role of Gabriel Bell to preserve the timeline after Bell's accidental death. While this event spans late August to early September, it's a dose of the first week of August and is a pivotal moment in Star Trek Deep Space Nine's past tense part 1 and 2.
Yeah. This is a great episode.
I tried to
Admiral,
look at
check
Will
the back.
Wheaton's X account to see if maybe people were wishing him a happy birthday. And man, he is a thoroughly unhappy person who deactivated
Was he lashing out?
He said this account is no longer active. If there's a blue check here, I had nothing to do with it. Elon is a garbage human. Hashtag BLM. Hashtag do radical surgeries to minors.
Oh, God, I don't want to talk about even that, but okay.
Well, that was about as safe as I could make it for YouTube. So
Yeah. On August 31st in Universe, the results note several historical events referenced in Star Trek, such as the discovery of Jack the Ripper's first victim in 1888 in Wolf of the Fold, or the end of World War I in 1918 of Bread and Circuses. These are not tied to the first week of August, but are notable events in Star Trek and in Universe Earth's history. Trek Ticonderoga 2025. While not explicitly dated the first week of August, Trek Ticonderoga and Ticonderoga, New York, featuring Star Trek, the original series set tour, is mentioned. Okay, John the Beagle Dad went to that. That was a couple of weeks ago. There are specific events for this. The only specific event that happened this week was Will Wheaton's birthday. Nothing really big in the universe except the Bell riots, which I guess is big in Deep Space Nine, but like, I don't know. The Bell riots are already kind of messing with the timeline. Is he complaining about Khan when he dies, this Bell guy?
No, this is a couple decades after.
So we put the world back together after the second eugenics war, and everybody's hanging out in Bell riot land.
Yep.
Okay.
So 1992 to 2024.
Okay. Well,
did I just lose everybody for a second? I think we might.
No, I don't think so.
No.
There's just a moment.
We had a
There's
rare moment of
pause.
silence there.
We had a birthing person pause.
Okay.
Admiral, I just put another question to you in the back. Is there one of these that they could?
I just wish I could get rid of the sound of people entering the theater. Like now that I have to listen to that one, it's like the boom, 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 boom. It's like driving me nuts. I wish I could figure out how to turn that sound effect off. Oh, okay.
Should be.
I think I can work on that. Give me a minute on that one.
Okay.
You could also let me just see something here. If it's a video try to share it as a video file. See if it works first while I look around at the other thing. Dexter's back, by the way, guys. Isn't that good news? I'm happy about that. Well, hey, the Dinklage man is busy. He's in Toxic Avenger and he's in this. Is that Neil Patrick Harris?
Is he paying reparations for stacking the job opportunities of numerous people like him in Snow White?
Peter Dinklage?
Yeah.
I think think Peter Dinklage gets to be king of the little people forever, or whatever you call the popular term for it is now. I don't want to be insulting. I don't know what the term is. Welcome, everybody. There's a link in the chat if you want to watch along with us. We'll be commenting continuously. So if you are out there, listening later and you just want to skip ahead to get our reviews, it's in 43 minutes and 16 seconds from right now. But welcome, everybody. This was not, to me, the greatest episode of Enterprise, but I didn't hate it.
I just loved it so much better than what we watched on Thursday. I was like, this is Academy Award winning next to what I saw. This is season 3 where Scott Bakula had really been working on his traps. So they're like, you can go on the bridge
Bare-chested
without a shirt.
Bakula is a mainstay of this show. He started working out after season 1 when they kept doing it to him. Listen, if you're listening later or you jump in the theater and you just want to watch there, it's totally cool. I get it. Just do me a favor. If you could watch with the browse tab open a little later on, give us some watch time and build our analytic. It'll help. Because we are something like 300% above the usual for the success of the upload. So if it's your first time here, welcome. A lot of people did join the channel.
What do you guys think of this CGI?
It's pretty
think
good
it's
for the
bollocks.
time.
I'm kidding. It's good.
Yeah.
I love the earth blowing up right there. That was great. I could watch that again. And 10 seconds. The Xindi weapon's firing. It doesn't matter where it hits us. And by the way, this is just the Xindi Death Star. They have it work a little different, or they were going to get sued.
Yeah. Also, T'Pol wearing the captain's outfit was also like a
It was
mystery,
jarring.
right?
You knew something was wrong.
Yeah.
You knew a lot was wrong. The sci-fi in this one is, did you like did you like the Twilight Zone? Because that's what we're going to do with this one. Hey, Dadman is here. Hello, Dadman.
Hey. Hope everything's well, Dadman.
Dadman, there's someone here who wants to say hello to you.
Sir, that was so controversial. Sir.
Oh, we're watching the
Mr.
intro.
Pro-
I thought
Mr.
she'd
40's
like it.
Yeah, let's skip it to make up that 10 seconds. It's a bad version of the song. It's making me sick. Hey, you know what, Dadman? I'm going to ask Harrison Ford. What do you think about that new quarterback that's going to be playing for the Jets this year? The guy they got from the Steelers.
Had a mechanical arm.
We're set. We're set.
This was like, I was trying to figure out what happened here. I'm like, why did they?
Why is Archer wearing a wig?
Yeah.
A noticeable wig. He's got a pain in his back because now he's an old man of, what, 50?
Yeah, that made like no sense.
I was just like, this is a very athletic man who's kept in shape. He's going to be fine.
He looked in the mirror there and went, "Oh boy."
They do have a tendency to lean into like, well, people like Quantum Leap.
Yeah.
People like Scott. Like that seems to be like what's going on in their brains at all times.
Oh, very nice.
But people like Scott.
Nice.
You know what I mean?
Can you back it up 10 seconds again?
Oh, look at the headlights are on. Freeze that. Wow.
I just want to say when she turns around, we will let you guys see on the regular screen. We're going to pause it for a moment.
Yeah,
Be very
the high
nice
be-
right
wait,
there,
Wait for the high
too.
beams. Wait for the high beams. There they are.
Guys, but without over objectifying her, but we are going to objectify her just a little bit. I just want to say, Jolene here. Jolene. Jolene here, like somebody, I think for a long time they had just the wrong idea, and they really made her up terrible in season 1, and they made her look, they placed her just like firmly in the uncanny valley. Okay, it was unfair to her, and I don't think it really helped her career. But this is what she looks like in just regular clothes.
Enhance.
Yeah. She's not that enhanced. She's not that enhanced, but they did a good job when they did it. Oh, darn it.
So, miracle what they can pull off when you don't have a bra.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So this is what our actress looks like and what we could have had from day one if they didn't make so many stupid mistakes. It's very, very frustrating, and just, without, being overly crazy here, I think that this is honestly, I hate to do this to our audience, but conversation point for a moment. Does this not show that in season 1 they made way too many mistakes in the way they styled her right here? Does this vindicate us talking about that over and over? I mean, this is the best we've seen her look. When was the last time we saw her look this good? When she was wearing her Vulcan silk pajamas, looking at T'Pring's purse?
Uh-huh.
Or to Patricia, whatever her grandmother's name was. Tamir.
Okay.
I like that they have 20th century faucets.
That's a nice pair of windows right there.
That's quite a pair. That's quite a pair. All right, guys. So that's where we're going with this one. So our actress couldn't be more beautiful. Let me turn, as I have to complain to every time, let me turn the oppressive British subtitles back on. Are you happy, Gavin
Well, we
Blackburn?
should take a note from that interpretive
3,
dance
2,
and turn
1,
the
and
German
go
ones
from 4
on.
minutes 12 seconds.
You
We're
got
at
to
4
turn
minutes
the
14
German
seconds.
ones on after that interpretive dance, Teague.
That interpretive dance, I'm serious, if we went outside there and dressed like 19th century German, like Imperial Germans from the Kaiserian pre-World War One age, and like I wore like a Captain Crunch hat, and I was like giving out like watch Admiral Teague, like we could get easily that much attention and that much buzz, and they didn't have the money to do this indoors, and also like, why spend $10,000 on a room? And like, if these people had props to jump up on and a rug to roll around on, they could have done so much more. I've seen guys dancing in Queens, spinning on the street on cardboard, and I bet you Sean's seen it in LA, that was, more engaging than what these people were able to deliver with what they had.
Mm-hmm.
But guys, Gavin Blackburn with the British flag coming tonight.
I hadn't planned on it. Ouch.
Yo, Enterprise hits Twilight. I'm mixing up Edward Cullen and Bella Swan with Archer and T'Pol. Sorry, not sorry. Archer has saved T'Pol from a spatial anomaly, but catches subspace parasites, giving him amnesia. The old memories are going to stick, but the new ones vanish like a cab in Times Square, guys. How many times has this man had a night of passion with T'Pol he does not remember, guys? How many times has T'Pol taken advantage of that? It's just like, it's just like, no, Captain, you really do enjoy writing your name with your tongue.
Is it like in Me, Myself, and Irene, where he wakes up and there's a destroyed watermelon all over the place?
Oh, jeez.
This is my approximation. I love you too, Captain. So
you know what he said. You know what he said after that.
Can I finish, please?
By the way, do you know what planet they went to? Do you know what the planet they're going to go to terraform is?
What's that?
In this episode, the planet that they terraform and they're going to is SETI Alpha 5.
Is it really?
It's still nice because it's before the problem. It's 115 years before the explosion.
This is SETI Alpha 5.
It is SETI Alpha 5.
Can I finish, please?
We want to be strong. What, did you get rid of one of the other assets? How'd you figure out to do
like,
that?
No, it's through voice mod.
Archer's like, how much did I drink last night if I ended up here in sick bay?
Wait, hold on. Do it now.
Hold on.
Can I finish, please?
Yeah, hit it again.
Can I finish, please? Can I finish, please?
We'll have to keep that in reserve.
Oh God.
My issue with this is why would it be parasites if it's like in such a small? It should be a virus.
Because Fear Factor was big this year, JT.
Okay.
Because this was a big
With
year
Joe
and a
Rogan?
big season for Fear Factor. Yeah, JT.
Isn't that when Joe still had hair?
He had hair, sir. He also would make people from casting agencies eat bugs and climb on like a dangerous like contraption. Those were not true contestants.
Oh, and hail to RRTNZ.
Hello, my friend RRTNZ. Wow, did we you missed the watch the beginning of the show later. The first half hour features interpretive New Trek dance. We showed everybody.
Sean danced. It was interesting. I'll just say the least.
Do
How
not-
he always eats on a white tablecloth in season 3.
Guys, that is true. Guys, do me a favor. Do not downvote the video. Engage. Downvote comments that like the video. That like the dance. Do not insult the video maker. They've done us a great service by capturing this. This is like, I mean, and for me, I can only imagine the horror that this poor person went through. This is like this person should be treated like a combat photographer. Thank you so much, Mouse Info. Here's the Star Trek dance thing. Put that in. Go over there and boost the engagement by giving it a comment. Just don't trash the people. Oh, because because this video is really bad. I withdrew my downvote, which I had on there. I realize it's not the video maker's fault. They've worked on T'Pol's outfit. It's no longer got the Futurama sleeves, right? Remember
Right.
how the ends of the sleeves used to go up? They just took that off.
Why does she bother telling him this? She knows he won't remember it. Is it to soothe her own guilty conscience?
No, I think this is what happened in the immediate after the immediate thereafter of the.
He already
what happened. He
admits
hasn't
that he
gone to
doesn't-
sick bay yet.
He already admits that he's forgetting what's happening, though.
Right, but the episode hasn't advanced to sick bay, and she hasn't know anything. She thinks that it was a weird anomaly. We've all been hit by him. One time I couldn't.
No,
eat
no,
for a
they
week.
know.
You know what I mean?
They know.
Yeah, they know now. But
They know.
this is her
They know
story.
now. Right. We're
Well,
telling him
Admiral
that was
Forrest.
her recollection of when she told him.
Admiral Forrest, we don't see.
This is the
on-
recollection she wants Archer to hear. Not what happened. This is what he wants her to hear.
When we see it, it's pretty close.
What she should do is just record a video for him every day. So when he wakes up, you just play that.
50 First Dates. Star Trek did it first.
I thought it was 52 states in Casino Royale. Or not Casino Royale, the Royale.
No, I said 50 First Dates. That's
Oh,
kind of what
50
this
first
show is.
dates. Oh, okay.
This episode is sort of 50 First Dates. Guys, I'm going to turn on my air conditioner because I'm dying. There's some good pew-pew here.
At Deadman, there's
We
pew
get a
in this
good
episode.
battle.
Oh, there's Pride Weather. Rip.
Rip Pride Weather. They didn't even trust him to die. They let him be dead already.
Yep.
Nobody feels much sentiment. All right, bye, Pride Weather. Wow, man, those phase pistols have kick, man. The Mako's got
Yeah,
some
he
good
just fell
phase
back.
pistols.
That was pretty good acting.
That was decent stunt acting.
It was probably
honestly.
a jerk wire that yanked him back.
Yeah, they did a
Could've
good
been.
job with it.
It was a good
You know,
stunt.
It was a good stunt, and you know what? This is better so far than the whole Book of Boba Fett show. And everything I saw this year in Doctor Who. Where the white women at?
Of all the souls, I've never met one that was more prideful. Na, 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 na.
No one's ever looked as good in that uniform. I can't wait till we cut the middle out of it for the and second to last episode. Oh, with the statue of Zephyr Cochrane. That was a good touch, honestly.
I thought it was his Academy Award.
It's the Academy Award Alex Kurtzman's going to get for pretending to be creative.
He should have, but Archer should have had a line that said something like, "I'd like to thank the Academy." You just stab him. This was a pretty.
That was a
badass
boss
maneuver.
move.
It was.
The
That was
fucking
very
boss
creative.
move.
I mean, they got off light considering the position they were in, right?
Trip goes balls to the wall later when he knows the stakes. That's all I can say on that one. Some people are going to have to start pulling doubles on the ship now. They lost that many of the crew. If you're here for the first time, welcome to Admiralty Saturday Night Star Trek Watch Party. Where I think next week we're going to have to actually possibly do a week where we only do reviews. We might have to review like 2 episodes out of hand and discuss them next week rather than watching one. Because you know what I've noticed? And Sean, I'm interested in he's not back yet. Sir, have you returned? JT,
Yeah, I'm
I'm
here.
interested in this.
Yeah.
Oh, sirs, all 3 of you. If we time this right, think about this. January starts the 1966 to 2066, right? So it's 60 years of Star Trek. Now we could celebrate that in January, and we could stick with this show without doing TOS, and we would hit this show right about the time that the episodes aired. And then for the first 22 episodes, we might be able to watch them the weeks they aired. And if who knows if the days lined up this year, because based on when my birthday fell, I think that the air dates will fall on either Saturdays or Sundays this year, and we cover both in this show. So we could be re-airing some of them the night that they aired. Imagine that.
That'd be cool.
That has to be our goal. That has to be our goal.
So
January, we start with the cage, though. Go ahead.
In this last scene, Tucker blames her for them not being able to catch up to that ship in time, the Zindi ship. That was also him breaking up with her for once and for all. Anyone else realize that? In this
yes,
episode?
in this continuity.
Yes.
They'll be back together.
Vega colony was destroyed.
Yeah. Phobos has a question. He's asking about why is her hair like that?
Okay, it's been a few years and she grew it out.
Yeah.
It's 12 years later. The part of space they're in has a lot of these anomalies, and only deuterium can shield them from it. So they had some, but an anomaly will slip through here and there. And what happened was a piece of the ship got knocked loose by one. And T'Pol forgot she had super strength, and she didn't throw the girder off of herself. And she depended on Archer, who's only about half as strong as her, to do it. But he does it for her, because he's a nice guy. And then he takes the next hit, pushing her out of the way. So he gets brain wiped a little bit in a weird way. And I don't know why the waves and the parasites live inside the anomaly.
Yes.
Like there's no connection there.
There really isn't. But as a result, he groundhog days every single time.
Or
It also
51st
could be her
dates.
bikini razor ran out of power.
Oh, he just doesn't want to remember.
Oh,
love
wait,
this.
wrong.
I love this. I love this. I'm waiting for the Colonial Vipers to fly by
Yeah.
after the Zindi took out the 12 colonies. This does kind of go BSG, doesn't it?
Well,
By the way, Geek Time TV is
Well.
got about 1,500 followers. They reposted my
They
show.
tailored
so,
the hell out of that for her, by the way.
They reposted my show, so if you decide to follow them over there on X, tell them Admiral Teague sent you. We need all the bandwidth we can get, guys.
They really tailored that uniform.
God, look, Geek Time TV. Listen to where he calls his location, Sean and sirs. Connecta, Boston, York, and L.A.
wait, say again?
He says he lives in Connecta, Boston, York, UK, and L.A. I have to put it in the chat. That's how interesting it is. This is this guy's location.
Sete Alpha, that's where they're going. Question is, did they find the Botany Bay? The Zindi? Because they're flying out that way.
The Zindi don't find it, and the junk people don't find it, and the information dealer doesn't find it, and they're all out there. How big is this Delphic expanse?
Hey, Admiral, did you see the thing that RTNZ just put? He asked who coined the phrase "them Hadar," because I had thought of that last Wednesday. Someone was making
They,
fun of
them,
the Gem
Hadar.
Hadar. Yeah, so
you created that one on Doomcock, yeah.
yeah, it's a them
So-
Hadar.
This whole thing is ridiculous. I find this conversation kind of dumb, and it knocks apart the whole plot on season 3 because the Vulcans refuse to help out Earth a lot. They couldn't park one cruiser out there.
Yeah, they're like space jerks in this all the time.
He's like, well, sucks to have been them. And she's like, well, we could have put out one ship. We could have helped
And by
them.
the way, if I ever sound like I'm a little bit like more worried than I should be, guys, just remember, I have my life to worry about and 2,850 others. We just hit the milestone. Thank you, everyone who's joined. Woo! If you're here for the first time and you haven't subscribed, maybe you want to think about it. Yeah, no, the system is still mischarted, and I think that they,
No,
rather than
it
resolve
was-
the show, Ceti
was-
Alpha 5 was the better planet they wanted to go to, though, right?
Well, the Zindi didn't
yeah.
go there because they knew later on that the stars that planet's going to blow up, and they're just it's gonna do their job for them.
They
all
put
of
the
the
bomb
orbit-
inside they put the kaboom boom inside the planet.
All the
Oh, there
orbits
you go, yeah.
changed. All the orbits changed with that explosion. So they're not in the same order.
By the way, I found a real quandary in streaming for myself. Our overlord's name, when we call him by his full name or by his abbreviation, seems to trigger a bad reaction from YouTube. You could say it, but if I think last week I got little section of my video was highlighted as being a little more obscene, and what I said his name 5 times in a row. But I think also the word DC might be polarizing too. So I think we're
Direct
not going to
current?
rename Doomcock, but we
Direct
can't
current.
use it. We can't use it more than twice in the same minute.
What if it's ACDC?
That's fine. Or Overlord. We could call him Overlord.
Is this like her nightwear?
There will be some bodies moving towards the sun soon enough, my friend. You're gonna love this. we get a good effect here. Maybe the most gruesome effect in original Star Trek too. This was a fucked up effect that we're gonna get.
The good news for Archer in this situation is that he will never get tired of effing that.
No.
He's gonna wake up every day. It's gonna be like the first time he gets some.
Even if she wasn't a hard 10, if she was like a mid 5, and he just like this is called alcohol.
Well, he's gonna give her a hard 6.
Yeah, 7 maybe. If you're a 6 before you met T'Pol, you suddenly find out you're a 7. It's like you also find out you're lightheaded. You know what? We have called him Resurrection Rooster. I think Resurrection Rooster or Doom Rooster will be the way we'll go. And he did say he would take the poll again after the puppet show and the fucking trolling of Shatner. I would like to see how that poll. I bet you Star Trek really tub thumps the other dead franchises now.
Yeah.
No,
I understand his reasoning, but the question was the question. I would like to see what happens now to get a scientific reading. Resurrection Rooster, if you hear me, please. I guess he said that he would do it on the air. I guess if I tweet him and directly at him and say, "Could you please take the poll?" He would probably that wouldn't be mean, would it? That's not too forward, is it?
Now it occurred to me, Admiral, sir, that this episode is called Twilight, and Twilight deals with vampires, and
Sparkly ones.
And T'Pol has Archer caught in a man trap. And what is the villain in the man trap? Salt vampire, right?
This was the other tile for tonight's show, guys.
So we do have a vampire in this episode of sorts, right? It's a nod. It's a nod to that.
That's true. I'm Team Edward. How about you guys?
Who's the one in the middle?
Thankfully, I don't know what you're talking about on that.
Yeah. Who's the one in the middle?
This is the cast of Twilight, my friends.
I'm team whatever the one in the middle is.
That's she has done. This woman has persecuted a grudge against her good looks since the time this picture is taken. She used to be affectionately known as Kay Stu, now hatefully just called Kristen Stewart.
Did she turn into a Tilly?
No, she still has a really hot little body, but she just she shaves her head a lot. She'll ugly herself up with kiss makeup and just unironically walk down the street.
That's a good look
Sometimes
for Hoshi, but that's not the best. That's not the best wig.
No, it's okay.
Doesn't make her look any older though.
No,
that's what they were going for.
But she's only gone from 22 to 34.
It's good genes.
Ooh, very. Oh, sir.
It's like that thing I sent yesterday in X. I don't think I can say it on YouTube.
Pleasant Valley Packwood versus Patton was hilarious. I jumped on Gorillas the other day and streamed with him and Germ, and we had a nice little talk. And I said, I'm going to keep on making fun of you, and you guys are going to keep on making fun of me because you never needed my permission in the first place. It's like, that's how it works. So, fine.
Yeah.
You should have Patton say "shut up" and then, if it asks
No.
if he can finish, then have Patton say "shut up."
You have no idea how many times I wish I had that audio when he was on.
Oh, the Patton.
So it's due to me. Thanks. No wonder Grok calls you a stabilizing influence. Just I didn't want anyone to miss this great view of T'Pol.
Yeah.
We got some great stuff going on in the theater. You guys are crazy.
Yeah. Look at the Robert Downey Jr. That's funny.
She says, "Yes, you have told me, but you've never shown me how grateful you are."
Well, it's only been 12 years, so they've had maybe one or two opportunities.
Yeah, true.
Guys, this is maybe one of the top 3 combat sequences in the whole series. And the most disturbing combat sequence in all of real Star Trek, guys. You don't want to miss
they
this.
filmed this right before the season finale because Malcolm has a goatee.
It looks to be real. It's a really very real looking goatee. Or right after they came back.
Yeah. This is the
You know what? This might have been the first episode they filmed because Jolene's got like her real hair about as long as it would have grown. Oh wait, no. How many months did they have off? I guess 6. That's not. Yeah, I don't know if that would be 6 months growth.
Yeah.
Although her hair was
I'm
getting
sure they
long
filmed it out of
last
sequence.
season.
that would be pretty fast.
We have seen pictures with her getting
This-
extensions when she was out of character to look more normal, though.
This is the head surgery thing.
It
from
shades of
TNG
gray a little bit right there.
with Riker. With Riker, TNG.
This is where we save this episode from turning into shades of gray.
They did good at making Trenier and Dominic Keating look a little older. Like
yeah,
it's
they did.
good makeup. It really good makeup. It's very subtle.
And I like how, you know what, this command team dynamic is working better than Archer.
Yeah, no, that's
Hoshi,
true.
Malcolm, and Trip are better, but they've had
That
11
makes
more
sense
years.
though. If they've been together for 9 years though, so that you would think that they would 12. Well, Tucker's been in
13.
command for 9.
Right,
He
and
said-
this team's been together for 13 years.
Right.
How
Yeah.
dang big is this launch bay now that they can pull that whole ship into it?
Probably expanded
It's a
it.
Xindi ship with a single occupant. It's just overpowered. How do you guys feel about Beatnik Phlox with like the longer hair?
It's actually a better look.
Yeah,
I like it,
actually,
but the thing is, though, they aged him too much because he says his species is really long lived. He shouldn't have aged at all. Should have looked like T'Pol.
it's true. Or he could have gone into he could have said they're going to a different phase of their life or something like that. But
Yeah,
He took a
Looks
lot
like
of recreations like Lindsay Lohan in that 12 years. So that's
yeah,
why,
lived it like Ozzy.
why he looks so different.
In the time that we've been waiting for technology, I've been on tour playing bass for Ozzy Osbourne. I've had quite the good time, and let me tell you, I have kept him from getting any kind of disease. He'll be alive and well for many more years.
I discovered Trillium E.
I give it to Keith Richards.
Well, Keith Richards is still alive in this timeline.
Is
Oh,
this
Keith
the
Richards
same
is
actor?
live in all timelines.
Is this the same Uridian actor from TNG and Deep Space Nine?
I
Looks
just
like
don't
it.
like the Uranians. They make me have to pee. I feel like they smell like pee. And like an entire race of honorless losers is kind of cool, though. I
Yeah.
think Gollum has influenced them a little bit.
Look at Radioactive's comment in the theater. Did you see
Oh
that?
boy.
You should put that in the regular chat, Radioactive. That's fun. It's whom, Tucker? Hired by whom?
You talk about the Joe versus Volcano comment?
No, he said that wouldn't T'Pol's
Yeah,
name
Sean, I
be
agree.
turned
Yeah.
into T'Poked.
I missed that one.
Sean, stop being such a grammar Zayon. Come on, dude.
I thought I could expand the comment, but I can't.
Man, he got all those scans in 12 years. Archer had some great medical insurance.
Starfleet Medical, great. Not to mention that the Starfleet GI Bill put like a lot of people I know through college.
Well, he must have met his deductible quite early. He gets 6 different imagings.
Did they just bring back a season 1 outfit and clean it off a little bit?
Maybe. See, this is a bad call by Tucker.
Yeah.
He should have been like, okay, I believe you. You should be trusting Phlox. Okay, let's do it. Let's go behind a moon and hide and get this done.
I think
True.
this is all to, show a bellicose, no nonsense, I won't back down Captain Tucker, but also in service of a really great effect. They want the battle. The writers
True.
want the battle.
We get to see all the
Yeah, the
shit.
plot needs it. Yeah, of course. But they could have found
We
a better
want our
way to do
battle.
it. 'Cause they could have. It would have shown good loyalty to Archer. That they
You're
would
all-
all be
He will
willing
show
to do
good
that.
loyalty. He will show good loyalty to Archer. Way too late to
No,
avoid
the Cylons showed up.
his death in this timeline.
Oh yeah.
Everyone's favorite topic, guys: time travel.
Oh, yeah. I could talk about time travel into infinity and beyond.
I like that haircut.
It looks good
It's
on
a
her.
wig.
It's the
I
Friends.
don't care if it's a wig.
It's the Jennifer Aniston Friends wig.
It is.
Oh,
It's not even that. It's
they
just
did ambush
it's
him
hair.
on that moon.
They put her hair forward and just covered it in hairspray.
Yeah.
I mean, even if you win this small battle, it's not like you're going to win. They so outnumber you at this point. It's like the U.S. versus Japan in 1945.
I wish he would have been like, we need to pull a T'pol maneuver. Hook that Xindi ship and ram him into the other one.
All T'Pol needs to do is go to the window and flash them. They would stop.
Not the
Then the
reptilians.
insectoid would change his mind.
Yeah, not the reptilians.
The insectoid would be okay with it, though.
I love these other ships.
Oh, there goes the nacelle.
One of the 3 Xindi ships we see is good. By the way,
love
what the fuck
the
did the
Earth
aquatics
ships.
contribute to this? Where's the aquatics ship?
Good.
They
Good
don't.
question.
They debut that for. That's the final art.
There
figure
goes
reveal.
the Intrepid.
The Intrepid, yep.
That has no markings on it, by the way. They couldn't afford to put the CGI markings on it. At least it was a different ship. They put their money into that. It didn't look just like theirs.
Yeah, it's a nice ship.
I'm kind of disappointed they didn't upgrade their weapons in 12 years.
All right, guys, here we go. We're going to get a great effect.
Yes.
By the
Yeah,
way,
that's
you
how you
see our
get it.
friends flying out into space.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Guys, it's the single most unbelievable effect in probably the run of the series. Certainly of this series. We're going to show it to you here now because we're going to talk about it for a second. It's pretty incredible. This is really good CGI. I'm going to say right now this is better than any of the CGI we saw in modern Doctor Who, and this is better than any of the CGI we have seen in Strange New Worlds at all.
It's
It's
good.
actually a very good picture.
I
of
can
the
see
bridge
the
as
inside of the
well.
bridge.
What's that,
right.
Germ?
It's one of the better pictures you get of the actual full layout of the bridge too.
Yeah.
You're right. Yeah.
And we could see people. This is a person. This is a person. There are people. Here's a person. Here's a person. There are people flying out, being sucked out into space. This is pretty bad.
Sir, that's blown out.
Yeah, we go. I mean,
Which
this is a
one's
person.
Hoshi?
This is a dude right here. I think this is Trip. I think that's Trip because it came out of the command chair. Call me crazy. But it was really something. And those bodies drift in space for a little bit.
And at that point, they're probably still alive.
If this was Discovery, they would just build themselves suits and fly to another ship while they held their breath from the debris.
Still don't know why they're bothering to board the ship instead of just like
Oh,
blowing it
Admiral,
out.
I think our screen is blank
It is
on the stream.
Oh, we're still there.
No, I know, but it was like there was no visual thing to look at.
Okay, I realized that. Oh, thank you. I appreciate it. With all due respect, someone as hot as T'Pol should not be sacrificed. That was kind of a good, resolute look here. From their half-burning ship is so much better than the half-burning ship when we do it in New Trek. The worst part of this
Because it's
episode
not
is I
just
find
tanks of propane in preset, pre-timed conditions all over the place.
the only problem I have with this episode is I think that the Zindi the Zindi Bugmen warriors suck or whatever. These Zindies kind of suck. What are these sloths? I don't know what kind of
These are
Zindi
the
these are.
reptilians.
These are the reptilians. They suck
Yep.
a little bit. They're a little bit too Neelix-like.
I
You
just
promised
don't
to
know-
do
I
no
just don't
harm.
know
You're
why
a
they
doctor.
boarded the ship at all.
Sir.
They should have just used photon torpedoes, taking care of the rest of the ship.
You know, you missed Archer from that far away with a rifle.
Yeah, it's really not that far away.
And you know what it was? JT, it was bullet drop.
Oh, okay.
Bullet drop got him. And windage.
Windage and main engineering.
You know, their warp engine always did look like a pretty cool compromise between the desire to be modern and honoring their design language. I always liked their warp engine. I'll give it up to the warp engine.
So he gets a direct hit and does okay.
Well, I think the Zindi want them alive.
Well, I don't think they even have weapons that can disintegrate, do they?
Not only that, but I think that they're stunning them. I think they want them alive. They kind of want their ship too. Oh, that was kind of nice, cradled together. And then we have another great effects sequence. So JJ did not do bodies in space first, by the way.
You know what would have been great is had him wake up again on the planet, and he starts seeing the number 3 everywhere.
Should have decompressed the shuttle bay.
And we are 12 bottles short in the mess hall, Captain.
Yeah. There are these guys from Earth. They're the Saving Star Trek reviewers, they call themselves. They're dressed as 19th century naval guys. They're really weird. Just wear the outfits from Star Trek for, is it Generations, where they are on the holodeck promoting Worf? And then we have Deja Vu.
Oh, right there. Oh, yeah. He got a little view of all of that right there. Did he
Yeah,
not?
she's looking good. She's beautiful, and this is the least glamorous they've tried to make her. She's got her own hair and her own freaking body with an outfit that's not insane. Deja vu or vujade, the feeling that this has never happened to you before.
What's happened before will happen again. Battlestar Galactica.
That's right. All right, so I hope you guys all enjoyed tonight's exciting episode of Star Trek Enterprise. JT has some stuff to do, so I don't know. Do you have time to go first with your review?
Yeah. I can give a review real quick here.
Okay,
so-
JT Kirk, what did you think of the episode Twilight of Star Trek Enterprise?
This is the best Star Trek episode with vampires in it I've ever seen. It was so subtly done, I couldn't even tell that they were vampires in the room. But no, all jokes aside, this is not the most science fiction-y story ever told. It is a time travel story, but it doesn't get over its skis with weird logic and all kinds of craziness on that. To that point, I think it does tell a relationship story, but also kind of keeps it in the frame of the overall Xindi arc in a very balanced way. It is never slow. It is never overly preoccupied with a B story or anything like that. And I think that we should give this story credit for that much. There's a little bit more action than what we've been accustomed to in most of these episodes, which is, again, fine. Sometimes it's a welcome diversion. And we got to see some ships that we really haven't seen before on the Federation side, especially. Which kind of builds out the world. We see the NX-01. I always questioned, well, why is this ship so experimental? What else besides the engine, right? What else have you been using all this time with, the Earth Defense Forces or whatever you'd like to call this before, becomes Federation Starfleet. So we see stuff like the Intrepid. I just think that's cool to see what other primitive designs might have been out there. I can't tell you if maybe that was an alternative sketch at some point of the ship they might have used in the show. Who knows, right? But cool design nonetheless. I do have some questions about whether their tactics were good with Trip, attacking those ships and doing what he did. But hey, it doesn't really detract from the episode. So I would give this a rating of an A-. It's a good watch. Yeah. It's a good watch. It's not the best Star Trek story ever told. Doesn't have to be. But it
Can't
was
all
enjoyable.
be Section 31. Hey, Daniel. Hello.
Right.
You can't all be Section 31.
And I did like the relationship play between T'Pol and Archer that wasn't overly sexualized, and they didn't have to make out every 3 seconds or cry on each other's shoulder every conversation. I did like to see a Vulcan, a feminine Vulcan being a caretaker. I thought it was an angle that we have not seen before because Vulcans are so often portrayed as men on Star Trek. So it was, a facet of Vulcans that is plausible, believable. I don't think it ruins continuity. But, it piqued my interest. So yeah, A-.
Cool. All right. Well, thank you so much. Appreciate it. And Sigvaldsen gave the best comment. Like, ironically, the best one is like, I don't recall this episode. That it was designed that way, right? We have to, Sig, if we could just get the parasite out, right? Okay. So thank you so much, JT.
Yep.
I will beam
I'm gonna
you
take
down
off
to
here.
the northern part of the planet. Thank you very much. Bye.
Yes, thanks, everyone. See you, chat.
See you, JT.
Check out, look for JT on Dad Man. Okay, I guess, what do you do? Get out of I get the center seat. All right, Jerm, I guess go next. Go for it. Your thoughts on this episode?
There's nothing really wrong with the episode. I said there's a lot of action. We get to see some ships. The story itself is just a bit much for me to grab onto. I give them credit for the unique way they went about time travel, but other than that, the story is kind of just a bit too fuzzy for me.
Is it time travel, or is it just, we travel time 1 minute at a time? It's an alternate future, has been like timeline 1A is what I always like to talk about. Like with Star Trek 4, in the real timeline, the planet gets destroyed. But in timeline that was created by Kirk going back in time, there's an Earth, which has repercussions.
It's a rather unique way to go about time travel, but still time travel and still a little bit too fuzzy for my liking. That's my only problem with it.
Okay.
I don't know how they could have worked it out any better, though, but and you realize probably 5 minutes in exactly how this is going to end. So it's very predictable. I had to downgrade it a little bit. I give it a B.
It's still passing. It's not in trouble. B's a respectable grade. An A- was what JT gave it, so it's not really taking a tumble. Sean, we have gotten to your turn to rate this episode of Star Trek Enterprise. We have an A- and a B on the table so far. What's your thought?
I give it like a kind of an A-. I would say like a 92. It gets a good grade from me. I will only take a little issue with the term time travel, because we didn't really travel through time. That parasite just kind of was in another dimension-y type of thing. And at least I give them credit for being creative with a time-related story, though. You can call it time travel if you want, but at least it was a little bit unique. And I liked the little thing they threw in there, when he zapped that one parasite, it removed it from all the other pictures. That was kind of cool.
Related to the movie they're going to see, but I'll get to that later.
Oh, right. I did take a little bit of an issue in that Tucker should have, I wish they would have made him fully supporting, Archer, but he did. He's like, no, I'm sorry, Captain, I got these things in front. You should know that they showed him the evidence. It should have been all he needed to help Captain Archer, especially given that it would have made all that stuff not happen. I'm thinking back to All Good Things when Picard was so well loved by the crew, they trusted him in any timeline, and it should have been the same here. But minor gripe. It gets like a 92 from me, and that's my only minor gripe. But I enjoyed it. It was creative. They did their best to give something science fiction in the middle of the arc, and they worked they worked at least a decent science fiction style story to fit within the whole Xindi arc, and I like that. Those are my favorite episodes in this arc, when they do something different to tell something science fiction than the overall story of the Xindi, and good episode. And I do. The last thing I really do like you, was it JT said that I like that they showed the adoration between Archer and T'Pol without having them get all sucky face and kissy. And all she said was our relationship has evolved. Doesn't necessarily mean it's physical or sexual, but you can tell it's deeply emotional. And I like that.
Something maternal happened in her taking care of Archer.
It's a very sweet type of thing that they did to express it. And Jolene Blalock was really good in this episode.
I think
she really teetered on the edge of showing emotion. Like, it's hard to play a Vulcan, and this is how you do it. You don't do it with the way Ethan Peck does.
Ethan Peck didn't do the worst job in the first season when Alex Kurtzman was only meddling just so much. But the thing is, like, the scripts still didn't have the depth. But like, if you rewatch the episode's Ghost of Illyria, he's trying. I feel like I've said this before, like in their stupid singing dancing episode, he sang and danced better than most people. I think Ethan Peck, grandson of Gregory Peck, almost definitely went to acting school and probably, went to some kind of like drama camp as a kid. And I'm not talking like he got dramatic at camp. I'm talking like he went to drama camp. You know what I mean? Like he might have been in that Scarface Kids play that I sometimes show on the channel. So like he does bring to the table a full range of acting skill. So as much as we don't like what he does with Spork, and he might not be a great actor, he at least knows how to act a little bit. And like in Ghost of Illyria, which is still not a good episode, there are hints that maybe they could have done something with the series, because it's like Spork is like, telling Pike about something, and like it's like they're marveling at an ancient society's technical prowess, and Pike goes, "Fascinating," and Spock looks at him and he goes, "Indeed." It's like, that's actually a halfway decent, story touch. That the rest of the story was kind of bad and woke, but like Ethan Peck's performance it's never horrible. It's just what they make him do. I mean, it's just, you can't go anywhere when they're doing this to you.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, and a lot. Yeah, and maybe I should rephrase it. It's what they make him do. He's horribly directed.
He's horribly directed. He has no script to work with.
Yeah, he is not. They don't let him be Spock. Also, his character speaks too fast. It's like he's on a fast forward. I hate that. Because Spock was always really cerebral. He walked even the way Leonard Nimoy walked. Spock walked efficiently, like he barely moved his
2 or 3 episodes of season 1. It's
and they're like, "Don't do that. We can't have it be TOS. You got to make him more human."
Kurtzman, like maybe some of the episodes aired before Kurtzman got to the set, and he was just like, "I've seen the show, and I can think of how to improve it."
I wish we could to see Ethan Peck really trying to bring in the Spock that Leonard Nimoy did, and I don't mean copy him, but Spock. That character traits.
Allow him to try to play Spock.
Yeah.
Allow him, just let him be Spock. This is not Spock. This is Spork. But you know what?
He's like quarter Vulcan. He's not half Vulcan.
He's like 75% Romulan. All right, let me just go on this one really quick. I enjoyed the episode Twilight. I thought it was really good. I thought Jolene's performance was really, really good. I enjoyed T'Pol. I enjoyed T'Pol's outfit. I enjoyed when we had her showing affection for Archer. The overall story did not really make sense. They did the old Star Trek switcheroo where it's just like, "Sir, it's a worm. It's a black hole," and it's like the black hole always is a wormhole, which is not, I think, the case in real life. But whatever. I mean, we had one thing cause something else that doesn't seem to be related. How did the anomaly give him parasites?
True. It's weird, but
they couldn't beam him out of there.
No, they said they could. It wasn't affected by anything. It was like it wasn't there.
I mean, yeah, that's right, because they're phased out. Okay, the sci-fi creature was good enough, but the way he ends up with it's a little dumb. But I did enjoy this episode, and I thought the performances were strong enough for me to also give it. I can't leave Germ all the way out there on his own. I'll give it a B+. Think about that next time you want to play the Patton thing on me, Germ.
Admiral, I went ahead and starred the comments from the chat that are kind of grading and giving their thoughts on the episode if you wanted to read them.
Go ahead. And I also, I'm going to put the poll in the chat.
Okay. All right. Do you want me to read them off?
Could you start reading them? Yeah.
Sure. Yeah.
As I type.
All right. We'll start here with Sig Valdison says, "Thanks for the episode." You're welcome. Thanks for being here. Daniel's Hot Topics says, "This is a great episode. One of my favorites. A- for me as well."
It's pretty good.
Istophobos, really nice comment. A+++, and here's why. I was only slightly paying attention during the screening, and now I actually want to watch this. That is something only one episode of Enterprise has actually done. Istophobos, what was that episode? If you remember the name of it, I'd be interested to know what that is.
Yeah, it was possibly Broken Bow. I didn't feel this was that meh. I didn't feel this was that meh, John. But okay. I mean, I can see how you could have pointed to several things in this episode that are a little dumb.
Well, yeah. I mean, they're gonna jump in a little bit, but again, when we talk about silly things and stuff, and I don't want to be a beggars can't be choosers, because I adore original Star Trek, but that had a lot of campy and corny and real over the top stuff too. So I think it's okay to accept a little bit of that in more recent stuff too. I can put it aside because I enjoyed some of the weird things in the TOS too. So everybody's reacting to what I said, like sort of in defense of Ethan Peck. No, I'm not defending this cast, especially after what they said about, especially after what they did to William Shatner. Honestly, if I was Paul Wellesley and Sean and Jerm, you tell me, you're a Hollywood actor. You're with this failing, flailing, thrashing, dying franchise. You've got eyes. Alex Kurtzman, like, does he only what is there like when you walk into the interview? He slaps you right across the face, and if you don't walk out right there, he's like, "Okay, you're my kind of person." I don't get it. How does he convince? It's like, I need you to go out there and destroy the most beloved actor of all time and be a real piece of shit about it. Yeah. It's
like John Waters makes better movies than this. John Waters' Pink Flamingos is less gay and stupid and more entertaining, and that is about gay, stupid people. It's a great movie, don't get me wrong. I love Pink Flamingos. It's hilarious. But I mean, that movie is better than what we get from the new Trek people. But with this one, it is a B+, and we had some great special effects, and it was awesome. But if we want to talk for a minute about the cast of the new Star Trek show, I mean, I think really the guy who plays Kirk, I don't know. I don't know what to say about what he did. If asked to do that, I think I might have asked to talk to a union representative. I think I might have called my agent. I think I might have said, I will not attack the most beloved actor of our time. Anybody else want to comment on that? Well, you're an actor. You're only on this show anyway. Who the hell cares? What are you afraid they're going to pin the failure of the whole thing on you? It's been burning in just a burning wreck since 2018.
Well, if I was them, I'd be worried about their paycheck actually clearing over the last couple of years.
Yeah, that's true.
Well, remember, every one of these actors, this is why I do feel a little bad for them. Every one of these actors signed a contract for however many seasons. It should have been over 2 or 3 years ago. This show was announced in 2019, and its first season was in 2020. In 2019, they got a season on Star Trek Discovery of this. There's a whole season. Everything about Strange New Worlds is a lie. It's not season 4, it's season 5. I mean, season 1 just doesn't count because it's part of Star Trek Discovery, I guess. I don't know what to tell you on that one. It's really ridiculous. And that show contradicts itself. But let's keep to the happier Star Trek right now. I don't know. I don't want to turn this into a gripe session for Strange New Worlds, and we do that on Thursdays well enough. Man, but I guess this is the point where we speak in defense of Gene Roddenberry, because I think we only had hours to sort of digest that. So I guess I'll start with German, and I'll ask Sean, rather than concentrate on that episode, what's your favorite thing in Roddenberry storytelling, Germ? Just doesn't have to be in no order. Just what's one of your favorite things about Roddenberry storytelling? Just tell me one thing you love about Roddenberry storytelling.
I wouldn't pin it on Roddenberry entirely, but the multi-point of view, they can jump from culture to culture relatively easily without being just a cartoon bad guy effect.
All right.
And I wouldn't credit that entirely to Roddenberry, but it's a general Star Trek.
It's part of its meta. All right. Sean, what's one of your favorite things about Roddenberry storytelling? What's one of the things you love about Gene Roddenberry's storytelling?
The thing I love the most about it is the way that he made sure that in all of these science fiction stories, we had a structure, a militaristic structure behind it all. And it made it real. And that's how it really would be. What we're getting now is anything but.
Yeah.
That's
and the point here about how it's not moral. I mean, I could say I missed the morality of it, but like, here's one small one. I loved how Roddenberry robots were different from Bradbury robots. On the Final Frontier, robots are evil bastards, man. The Doomsday Machine, Roger Corby, they're scumbags on the Final Frontier, man.
Oh, yeah. Let me also say, I also appreciate that season 1 of TOS still has more episodes than we've seen of Strange New Worlds to date.
For
one season of TOS.
No.
Season 1 of Strange New Worlds was 10 episodes. Season 2 was 10, and we've seen 3 from season 3. It's 23 episodes have aired, and we had 26 of TOS in first season. What the fuck is wrong with television today?
I saw something today that you shouldn't be alarmed by. It's in the Hollywood Reporter. German, I'll debunk it another time, but here's the deal. Alex Kurtzman just said that he signed a 6-figure deal to stay with CBS through 2027. Guys, let's think about this. The thing is this. His show might air until 2027. Nothing else is getting filmed and doesn't mean that he can have the authority to greenlight a show. Jeremy, you think it's a lie. Go ahead. That's your opinion. Give us your opinion. How do you feel that way?
From the moment that it was the deal was federally approved to the moment it closes, none of those deals can be signed because there's no one in a legitimate position to approve of them.
We had what I called unauthorized Star Trek from these people since the Paramount deal started falling apart for like 2 years. And now we have like just, it is pirate Star Trek. It is like anti-Star Trek. And I mean, let's say it again. Right now we have a Star Trek where their idea of entertaining us is show tunes and interpretive dance done off license, without a room, without a smoke machine, without a rug, without anything for the dancers to be. You can't do any stunts where you pick someone up and like twirl them in the air really on over asphalt. I dare say the dance floor is probably even more forgiving than that. I mean, not even some cardboard like a freaking like a Queens breakdancer on freaking Metropolitan Avenue. This is some bullshit. Some bullshit.
It is. I just asked Rock if I can read what it spit back at me. It says, there is no definitive evidence from the provided sources or recent information confirming that Alex Kurtzman has signed a new contract with Paramount or CBS beyond the previously reported deal in August 21 that goes through 2026. Yeah.
He's trying to confuse the issue. The thing is, the show will be on for a couple of more years, and he might be an executive producer on it because they're going to have to call him because he's going to do a shit job. They're going to have to call him up and
he's going to be listed as a producer through whatever they've filmed right now. And it says here,
the Academy goes any further, though. I hope.
No, it won't. It says a recent rumor posted on X by some user at John Delarose remains unverified and lacks collaboration from official sources, so it should be treated as speculative. There's no way
that people that I'm John Delarose.
Yeah, there's no reason why Skydance would sign a contract with a office supply company, much less a producer.
They're not doing since anything. They closed the deal for him to get an official anything from them. The deal isn't even totally closed yet, which is why
they can't. They don't have legal standing to sign a contract with him.
I'll put it this way, guys. Alex Kurtzman was there 8 of 8 times that they announced Star Trek 4. 8 of 8 times.
Yep. He does pop culture and gaming, and he looks like anyway. I won't say anything. But yeah, no, this is bullshit. There's no way. You don't sign a multi-year, multi-million contract with a producer for any show. Lies. Mentiroso. I'm just going to
not
comment
frozen.
on it.
I muted myself and I went over to check something. And I want to thank everybody. You guys threw like 5 or 6 likes onto the upload, and that'll help out. If you could throw a few more on anybody, there's a link pinned to the top of the chat right now. And if you go to that, that's my video essay. It's doing pretty well. It's going to hit 1,000 probably in the next couple hours, which is great. And a new high for this channel and performance. But I had to go to Reddit to get the views. So one Reddit site liked it, one banned me forever, and on the third one, they just basically everyone just called me hey for like 3,000 fucking comments. I got absolutely beat on today, but guys, thank you. And let's see. The fact that Kurtzman was trying to make Strange New Woke 5-year mission as he did with... Yeah, he's trying to... He did that with Discovery, too. He breaks the 5th season in half. But the thing is, this time, I think it's... For the last 2 fragmented seasons, the Discovery final season being 2 parts, because it was just a single season split in half. And now this move with Strange New Worlds, I really feel that it's just his goal to try to get this to the point where, how do I put it? He gets us to the point where maybe some more confusion happens, or like by making all these statements, why not like do it now? Like if you're Stephen Colbert, you might as well spend the entire budget for the for the Late Show, right? Because it's over. It's over for these people, and they know it, and it's unfortunate that we have to be here through the end of their tenure, but I don't see any. I mean, look, there's Kurtzman over there.
What?
Germ, bring him downstairs and insert a brain. Maybe we can save the situation. Give this man a brain.
I can't ethically do that without giving him a soul too.
No. Don't worry, he had one he sold already to get this franchise, I'm sure. How the hell did he get for all these years? But, you know, this episode, if we could have had more Enterprise episodes like this one, the show would have had an audience. Like, right now, as we're nearing, like, the middle, this is episode only 8 of season 3, but we're going to, like... kind of gas it up a little bit and move forward next week. We will review North Star, which is the next one, but I think the next one we said we would watch would be Carpenter Street. We're going to confer amongst ourselves, and if I feel like Khan, if you start to hit the likes for the channel membership posts, if you do that, I will then listen, just do me a favor. Hit the like so that you guys don't miss out on stuff, because if I put some of these links, like for instance, the Aussie link, if I had put that in the messages, like there's this lady called Sharon who's like real crazy. So this is our community tab. Do me a favor. If you listen to me right now, hit that link, go to that tab, and just thumbs up the last post. Just drive the thumbs up through the roof so that the community posts start to get more visibility. I have a problem left over. This is a hangover from the sabotage this channel had to suffer from. And a lot of you are here with me firsthand, and we grew. We had to go to subscriber mode for it. So, hell, Krimlon! Welcome to the show, Krimlon. You know what? We got so badly bot attacked so many times that there's going to be a hangover from this, and it's probably going to last for 6 to 12 months. We are repairing and ahead of schedule, repairing the damage to our algorithm and repairing the damage to our channel. One could only wonder where we would be had this not happened. But you know what? It is what it is. We're working towards a better engagement. Every like helps. But this is the current situation we're in, and it's a really bad situation. And wow, hey, Crimlon! We'll get to Crimlon's incredible gift in 1 minute. This is the terrible situation right now. If you guys can't go and give a bunch of likes to the to the page that has the channel like posts on it to kind of puff that up, this is what's been going on. Every time I have put a channel post up, it takes a long time to build up likes. So that channel post counts towards engagement. When nobody looks at or thumbs up the channel post, first of all, you miss viewing opportunities. That Ozzy concert was offered 4 times. All right. There was like 2 or 3 two chances to watch it that I watched through, and a couple of times that I just left it on for. I had it for 48 hours. It was 8 hours long. All right. We did everything. I did everything I could to get that out to people. I don't know how many people made it to the theater. I hope some of you enjoyed it. It turned out to be damned historic. So my instincts were right on that one. But what's going on right now is, unfortunately, and I think Sean could probably back me up on this one, and I think he could get me some expert advice on this one. If I put up something saying, please watch this, and no one watches that then spins down the next thing, which is what I was promoting. So what's going on right now is, because of the sabotage and the algorithmic problems, when I put up a post, if no one engages with it, the fact that gets buried then buries the next thing even more. When I went to Reddit and got my own impressions, we hit day 1 when we woke up this morning. This video was at like 422 views. I went on to 2 different Reddits, one of which banned me, and now it's going to break 1,000. So like, I can find the impressions, but I can't, like, the people on Reddit just, they like it on Reddit, or they downvoted on Reddit. The views count and they get the minutes, and it's a good way to put yourself out there. But I've been low on likes, and that's something that my little magic formula of going on Reddit didn't account for. Now, we have Crimlon. Crimlon has given some wonderful gifts to our audience. We have Orville Nation received a gift of membership. Simon L. Welcome received a gift. We got one from It's Phobos is now a member. Andy Morrow and Crowbar the Skull. Great fucking names, all of them. And welcome to our fleet. Welcome to our channel family. Hit the like and follow buttons. And of course, we're peaking here as we head into hour 3, where I don't think there'll be an hour 4. I think we got about a half hour left in this one, because this was a good episode, which tend to lead to shorter discussions. But we got in and out of that ratings really quick, so that'll make a nice clean upload, which will get it to people who, the format of this one has people like, an hour goes by while the episode goes on. Sometimes engagement at this end of the stream isn't as good. We accept the donut hole in the middle, and now it's just late in some of America. We could do a lot. When we had the normal strength of a normal channel, we could do a lot more stuff. It's gifts like Crimlon's are helping make us stronger. Go and watch some of the channel videos I've made. The member videos are really good. And it's just, this channel has been attacked so badly. I don't like giving how-tos on how to F up someone's channel, but, you know, this has been done to me. I did one of the suggested promotions for YouTube, and I had a broadcast where I let my channel members be on, and someone came on, whacked out on coke, I think, if I had to guess. Definitely very, very drunk. And then they made like fatalistic gestures, self-deletional gestures, and you know, like mock did it and stuff like that. And all that stuff is just real horrible. So my first member stream ever was deleted. What I do is I try to keep office hours. I don't record it and I don't upload it. Anyone can come meet me. I try to do that once or twice a month. That always turns into 8 hours. And I try to make a member video as often as I can. And all the extra stuff that I make for the show goes up there too. That's extra, but you get one, member video a month. And I'm now back to, I think, because there's nothing to really say about them, and I really want them to be watched, I'm not going to approach the 8-minute mid-roll stay away. I've noticed this about YouTube now that I know as a creator. An 8-minute thing, it may or may not be 8 minutes worth of information. I give people a lot of credit when their video's like 7 minutes and 20 seconds or something like that. It's like, you could have padded that up and got that mid-roll, but you didn't. So help me out with the likes. It really, really will help. Sean, you know what I'm talking about with the algorithm and its little penchant for burying things. And and JT has mentioned how hard it is to find, and Crimlon has gifted 5 more members.
Yeah, I think. Sorry about that. I had to cough.
I'm sorry, I got you at the wrong moment. I'll tell you what. You take a moment, and I'll.
I'm good. I'm good.
Okay, go ahead.
I'm good. No,
Steven
I think
Ransom's
you're
out
right. I think you're right. You got a better grasp on the interaction and stuff than I do, because like even with my model channel, I just let it go where it goes, and I seem to get 200 to 500 views per video, but
because it's a very strong niche, and you do very good work, and you're also a very good editor, so you have a polished, timely, relevant product. So that's what's helping. Crimlon, I want to thank you right now for making Steven Ransom, Cycleman 90, Outlaw Bill, Shrubby 1989, and Cam's Crash Courses members of the channel. I deeply, deeply, deeply appreciate it. And, in the depths of the summer, growing the channel family, it really does help. But yeah, the one thing I need more from you guys more than anything else, please, like the member videos, like the if I make a video and you don't have time to watch it, could you please do me a favor? Just like it. If you see a membership post, if you don't have time to read it, just like it. It's from me. You can trust me. If you like it, you'll probably see the next one. And like a lot of people, like the Ozzy Osbourne concert experience was like $25 or $30.
Yeah,
Or was it 40? It was 40. It was 60 with a T-shirt. Go ahead, please.
Yeah, about the engagement. Also, there's something I've seen. Culture Casino has been pointing this out, and I think he's right. Is it for folks out there? If you watch one of Admiral Teague's videos or any YouTuber, watch 2 of them in a row. It really does help train the algorithm to notify you when they're streaming. It will suggest the videos to you, and especially if you watch 2 in a row, it will encourage other people. It'll start feeding
this
that.
Is true.
So I think it is a very great thing to do. It's not too much to ask. Hey, if you just see one, just let the thing keep running. Let your YouTube go on autoplay and just play the next one. It really, really does help. And unfortunately, we're at a time where we're creators like us, we have to scrap and claw our way to every
which way.
So
right,
we have to be
Engaged
creative.
Views now have to count more. So very soon, my little trick of going to Reddit to be run down and called all sorts of hey won't even work anymore. But Crimlon, sir, with an amazing gift to the channel, I want to thank you for that one. It's the only way we're going to win. We got to see Jolene too. How do we do this? How do we see all of us and her? There we go. Jolene, what did you think of the episode?
Hey,
all right, she's away from the microphone right now.
Wait, hey, Jolene.
Jolene will be back.
Jolene.
Can I finish, please?
I think I'm going to screen cap and get his icon and just upload it and just have his avatar in the corner.
Oh, John the Beagle Dad says B-. But no, for me, I'm going to start doing some more shorts. I've trimmed my video length down to under 30 minutes. Before they were 45 and stuff, and I'm doing 20 to 25. I'm doing them more tight, and I'm starting to do more shorts. And I might even start doing some 5-minute videos instead of just little things just to get people. Hey, this is interesting. I can.
Everybody was by the. Yeah, exactly. And you know what? This is why I don't do shorts. I'm trying to narrowcast to people who like the longer form content. We know one guy, great guy, but he got he has 10,000 subs roughly now, and he got 5,000 of them off of one short, and he has no engagement.
True.
But with your niche, his short of a cat getting electrocuted or whatever the hell it might have been.
No. Mine are going to be like a 3.
Yeah,
shorts can be 3 minutes now. So I'll do hey, here's my tip on doing masking for a model, and here, join me later for more extensive videos. Little commercials, basically.
Crimlon is really making it rain, and we have had this. Just shows how many. Listen, you guys are the best. The amount of support the channel gave the video this time was a lot higher than in the past. It makes sense that day 2 was the bigger day, but Crimlon with a fourth gift of 20 memberships. We now have Sci-Fi Mombi, Woody M, Dave C, and Read by Nature and the Dead Man have become channel members, friends all. And you guys go in there and like the channel member benefits and use the channel member emojis and spam them right now and have some fun with them. And go right ahead and watch the videos I made for you. And I think the next Admiral Teague live member stream for YouTube will be broadcast on Rumble. What do you think of that one?
Oh, there you go.
We'll meet in the StreamYards. You know, this way. Who was that crazy freaking idiot, Germ? Who was that idiot that did that? He used to come around. The guy who's always really like torn down, inebriated, and like threatening himself.
That's a couple of people.
Rusted copper? Melted copper. Yeah, melted copper is no longer bothering people here because if you do something that insane, you get banned from my channel. I'm sorry. We have to have some standards here. We run a respectable drinking establishment made all the more better by Crimlon. And I wonder, like tomorrow when the membership's clear, I think we'll go back up to about 50 or 60 because we had dropped down to we might be about 60 now because we had dropped down to 40. And so I was getting a little worried there, but like the channel member community, thank you, Crimlon. I really appreciate it. And I think I'll be able to get another timely response off to next week's SNW. We have our Star Trek to celebrate and watch. I'm going to ask you guys, how do you like fighting back? How do you like financing my campaign to make sure that people know they can't do this? You know what? So you don't want to watch the panel show? I understand if you don't want to watch the Strange New World Cope Roundup that we do on Thursdays. If you don't want to watch it, I understand that. But you know what? Watch the videos that I make about it and support the channel and like things so that I can bring our voice out there. And you know what? Maybe, I have found this out. There's more appetite for critiquing of Strange New Worlds than there is for watching it. And no one wants to touch it. So in a whole world of YouTube creators, there's not a lot of other people doing Strange New Worlds. And no one else has started their Star Trek journey chronologically by going with Enterprise first. So we have a chance to do a couple of firsts here. And also, we have this channel has presided over the end of Star Trek Lower Decks, the end of Star Trek Prodigy, the end of Star Trek Discovery. Yesterday was a horrible day, but today is a great day. We watched the second most popular streaming Star Trek classic show that they'll admit to. This is right behind TOS in streaming and ahead of TNG, according to the numbers I just saw. This is the second most popular original TOS show. But you know what? There's this lady who talked about it. There was this one comment that someone made that I wondered. It's Sean got this from a cast member of the show.
Incoming transmission.
Welcome to Saving Star Trek, a show talking about one of my favorite shows, Enterprise. I am Linda Park. I play Hoshi Sato and also Empress Sato. So enjoy this show. I love that it's finding a whole new life on the streaming services. And you better hit that like button or Empress Sato will not be happy. I mean, she could make a storm happen and she could really make your life hard. Anyways, enjoy the show, hit that like button, and thank you for being a fan of Enterprise.
When we got that, and thank you so much, Sean, for getting that for me. It's my favorite piece
You're
of Star
welcome.
Trek memorabilia. But you know what she says? I love that it's getting a whole new life in streaming. I didn't realize until I checked the numbers. It seems to be the second most popular original Star Trek title. All this new garbage Trek is like leading it in streaming, but that's because they only count Paramount Plus. Like, remember, these episodes have been rented out to YouTube and leased out to other places, and they're on like regular TV in a lot of places of regular Star Trek, especially TOS. This is the one show that didn't get a second life in syndication. and the only one. So this one seems to be a good pick for us. So it seems to me, and we were talking about this right before the show, if we more or less stay on schedule, this January starts 1966 60th anniversary. I think that we should watch The Cage the week of New Year's. What do you think?
Sounds
Because
good to me.
Got to the and then we should try to contrive a way that we're watching the episodes the week they aired for at least the first few. We should have the episode The Man Trap air when The Man Trap aired. If we have to go out of production order if we have to go in production order just until we get there and
That's
show
fine.
or we could do, you know what? We could do a pre-TOS non-watch party show. There's other ways to do Star Trek shows than watch parties, and we have done all of them. And this is now. I got to thank
Kremlin.
JT's not here.
Keeps
Kremlin.
going.
Whoa, Kremlin. He gifted us 5 Admiralty memberships. And since so many people were here today, Lavistro, the Padawanabe, Curtis Selby, ETS Trucker Martin, and the Tetrarch of Apathy all got memberships. You know what? The upload really helped. Kremlin, how is Kremlin the number 2 fan? Who is number 1? Is it Buddy? Because he's modding away. It's radioactive. If you give someone a wrench, do they comment? No, Istophobos has a wrench. Huh. All right, well, guys, you're doing a great job, Kremlin. I can't thank you enough. You really have made our night. And you know what? The community, I guess, they deserve a video. Let's see what I can pull off tomorrow. This week is going to be a good week. It's not going to be probably a Tuesday show, which means a good week for me. So Thursday, we had decided we were going to switch to Landman, but there was a couple of developments in that as well. Guys, Landman's going to be late, sirs. We have time to fit. Yeah, actually, if they're doing it to make a more quality show or because they don't have the people available and they don't want to work around it, I now think that that's the greatest thing you can ever do, because we've seen what happens when you just indiscriminately double people and do not care about the quality of the show. I'm going to use a phrasing that might be familiar to people at this time slot. I do not like when they put Strange New Worlds on and show me singing and dancing. That is not Star Trek. I do not like when they do singing and dancing Star Trek. Singing and dancing Star Trek is not Star Trek. But I do think that what's going on right now is a final. I think that they must know they're out the door. To do the puppet thing, that probably won't happen. Starfleet Academy, that probably won't happen. This horrible episode that did happen, and make an announcement that almost definitely won't happen, all in 36 hours. I smell desperation. What about you, guys? Who thinks this guy's fucking desperate?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. He's looking for one more big score, and then he's going to move on to try to destroy something else.
Let's hope it's something that I don't like. Like, well, you know what would be a perfect thing for him to destroy? Tron, because it never got off the ground, and the latest movie looks like dog shit. Think about it. Tron is perfect for him.
My opinion on Tron, we'll have to see.
Look, here's the thing. Tron, it doesn't have to make sense or line up with the last movie. The last one only so much did, and we know this one won't line up at all. Tron's production schedule is one movie every 40 years. So there'll be very, very little Alex Kurtzman storytelling, and the barrier for him to make sense or have it be anything but a train wreck, it's very, very low, sirs. I mean, don't you think that, like, maybe that's the one property that we should give him, Tron?
No, I don't want him to mess that up.
Yeah, we already have Jared Leto to do that.
He's in there. Jared Leto is just overrated. He lost weight playing a hero in a legitimate 20th century cause that now has been, properly advocated for and now has proper advocacy. And that movie was still pretty timely when it was made a long time ago. Since then, he's been in flop after flop after flop after flop. He couldn't save Blade Runner 2049. He couldn't save those Snyderverse movies. Don't blame it all on him, but like, what's his catalog of movies? He's not even, he's definitely the worst Joker, below Cesar Romero. He is by far the worst Joker. He's worse than the Joker in The Batman, who only laughs at the camera and has been canonically disavowed as the Joker. That Joker's better. Mark Hamill is a better Joker.
No, I'd say he's the second worst Joker. If you saw that Joker 2 movie, that takes Phoenix down quite a bit.
Are you saying that Phoenix is both the best and worst Joker?
Well, he's not even the Joker.
Arguably. It's not the Joker. They did it. They were smart to make that its own world, because look what a disaster it was in movie 2. Just it goes to show you. Never tell people just do whatever you want. Not that Batwoman movie ever would have gone, Batgirl movie ever would have gone anywhere, but that would have that money would have probably saved that production. But yeah. The Black Hole would be, you know what? Yeah, give him a standalone movie and no deadline. 35 years from now, when he's still sucking money out of some production company, at least we still won't have to see the movie. And, you know, there's nothing wrong with who you love, but one thing we know is I don't think that this guy loves Star Trek. So I have had more than enough of his shit. So I guess I'll ask the panel, what are your plans for Thursday, sirs? I plan to charge to the sounds of the phasers, and I will serve. I will serve. It's not going to be easy, but I will serve, and I will make a video again, but it'll be like 4 minutes again. Fuck that stuff. I will serve. Any volunteers?
If you're still around after my little hiatus, I'll be glad to join you.
Okay. Well,
you're saying okay? It is for Strange New Worlds, like to continue the punishment. You said.
Here's the deal. If and no one has to do this. It's not a real military. Anybody can take a break for a week too. You know, life happens, and God knows I've explained to a couple of the subs. You know, it's like I'm not going to tell like you know, if I flog people too hard, I lose all of my panelists, and I don't want to expose you guys to too much bad TV. Or too much stress. So here's the thing: the commitment for Landman, you can hold off on making that one, but like I would say, like start watching a couple episodes. Definitely watch episode 1.
I do want to watch it. It does look good, and I'm
awesome.
I mean, I have very few watching hours available to me, so I'd rather spend them watching Landman than Strange New Worlds.
Doomcock, no more movies longer than 90 minutes. I need half of Sean's movie watching time back.
Thing is, those movies are always great. There hasn't been one that I haven't adored, so I'm loving that. But speaking of good movies, that will be my plug when we wrap things up.
Okay, and
not DC. It's not Doomcock, but it's for my stuff.
Okay, cool. By the way, the reason why they talked about seeing Rosemary's Baby was not because Archer was the devil, but I think it was some sort of just invocation of a Paramount owned property, and they probably own that movie or own the company that made that movie. But the real illusion, I think, was to invoke The Omen, where we have the spectral photography. Remember? In both Omen and the Omen reboot, the photographer, it's like, I'm afraid I've taken a picture too. If he takes your picture, when he develops it in a negative for a moment, he can see how you're going to die. RTNZ.
Yeah. Hey.
The sky above the port was the color of television. Turn to a dead channel. Show your nerd cred, you mofos. Was that from? It's in British. So I'm struggling to read it. Is that from? That sounds like a line that would have been in Fight Club. That sounds like a Fight Club line. That sounds like something Tyler Durden would say. I don't know though. I mean, that's my guess. But so here's the thing. Check out Landman, right? Thursday, Germ is not going to be able to make it. If I could have some help for this Thursday, then like maybe we could volunteer basis on Thursday. And because I have to do a Thursday show anyway. I usually start at 10, but starting at 11 hasn't hurt. Waiting for the panel, and this is topical Star Trek stuff, and this is the thing I've come up with. We're gonna watch it anyway, aren't we? Is there anyone not gonna watch it? I mean, I hate it, but I mean,
Strange New Worlds.
Yeah, we're gonna watch it.
I don't know if I can.
There'll be episodes that we bail on minutes in. Yeah, there'll
mean,
be episodes that there's no getting through.
I mean, my rant the other day was not fake. It filled me with such rage. I'm loath to even give them 1 minute of watch time on their app. You know, like it's.
I agree.
Ugh.
I agree. I mean, but I do think they're fired. I do think they're gone. If I have to do it alone, I'll do it alone, or maybe Crim one and Radioactive could do that one.
I'll
with
tough
me,
it out. I'll do another one. See, yeah.
And here's the thing: if you don't, anyone who doesn't have Paramount, I'm going to do a little bit of sales actually now. I am not affiliated with, but I actually would say as streaming services go, it's like $8 my Paramount deal. Like it doesn't hurt. And
yeah, I have it. I'm happy I pay for it.
Yeah,
yeah.
I'm happy with it because of the price. Honestly, that's a great price, and you get a lot of football. And football season's coming. I can't wait. I can't wait. The Jets are gonna go. They're gonna make a clean sweep of the season. They're gonna be winless, and then they're gonna leave town and change their name. I bet you they do not win one game. My prediction for the Jets: they do not win one game in New York this year. They win their home games in London only. If they win a game, and if they win a home game. But okay. We watched Enterprise. It's a great one. This is going to be a somewhat shorter show, but my God, you guys showed up in droves. We had 250 of you Star Trek loving maniacs. So let's go around the horn and start with Germ. Germ, what do you got for us this week?
Nothing this week. Be on hiatus for 7 days. I will be back a week from Monday.
All right. And I understand that Sean, and what kaiju movie is a week from Monday?
That would be Godzilla versus Smog Monster.
You can always find Germ's channel on the recommend tab of this channel, where the next channel next to that is that of the next person who will speak, the sci-fi model guy himself. Sean, what's going on with your channel? Tell us.
Well, this isn't for us. This isn't a plug for sci-fi. I'm actually going to do a retro reel on retro reels and games tomorrow night. I made this decision today. So tomorrow night, I'm going to load up the same theater we had today, and I am going to, let me present my screen. I am going to present this movie right here. The Gallant Hours. So
James
Admiral
Cagney.
Teague. Yeah, you have not seen this, have you?
No, I haven't.
It is an excellent movie. This is one of my dad's favorite movies. I used to watch it with him all the time. It is so good. James Cagney looks, and he is like a clone of the real Admiral Halsey. He looks a lot like
it looks just like him.
This is such a good movie. There's not any, you don't see any guns or shooting or playing or anything. That you hear some battle going on in the background, but it is a really good character study.
Psychological war movies.
Yeah, it's almost yes, it's presented like a partial documentary. So there's a narrator who introduces who the characters are that you're seeing, and it's just enough to give you some historical perspective. He explains who they are and what they are, and it's a very good movie. It's heartwarming. So I'm going to watch this tomorrow as a little birthday celebration on the channel. Probably, I would say 10:30, 11 tomorrow night, Central Time. So it'd be kind of late for you. I don't know if you're going to be up, but I would like to invite you and Germ, if you want to come on. We have Radioactive on the panel at Radio. I'd love to have you on. It's a great military movie, and see how maybe we could pack a couple more people on the panel. I wouldn't want it more than 4 or so people because I actually want to watch the movie, but it's really good, and I would love to show this to you.
I would love to see it. We'll find it. We'll figure it out as soon
Okay.
as we end this show, which will be in a moment. I want to thank everybody. I'm going to do this the old-fashioned way. First, I'm going to read the results of the poll.
Oh yeah, and here's my
what-
link to the.
Jeez, gosh, I hate that. The ghosting effect.
And there's a link to my channel there, guys, in the.
All
in
right,
the-
if you
in the
didn't
chat.
vote, vote now or forever hold your peace. 44 minutes ago, we introduced our poll. There are a dozen votes. That was the margin of victory in 2000, I believe. What grade do you give episode Twilight? 67% of everyone gave it an A. 33% of everyone gave it a B. There were no C's, D's, or F's. So I would have to say, ladies and gentlemen, congratulations. We just saw a great episode of Star Trek. We have something like 100% of our audience thinks it's an A or a B, and we had A pluses and B. We had A minuses and B pluses all across the panel. The panel and the chat align, and it has been absolutely amazing hanging out with you guys. I want to thank everyone who's been here. This show is made possible by the genius of Gene Roddenberry, and I'm ending the poll. You guys on your chats, please. My video. Check it out.
Oh,
Thank
I
you
forgot
for
to
pumping
vote.
it up with likes. Oh, well, don't
I give it
worry.
an A.
You gave it an A. You got the biggest vote. You have a supermajority vote. You're like the vice president. You can delay the procedure until for a little while. But I want to thank Gene Roddenberry for being a genius, and I want to thank Radioactive. I want to really super thank Krimwan, and I want to thank RRTNZ. Krimwan made 5, 10, 15, 20, 25 channel members. Sirs, madams, use those emojis, have some fun, and remember, you guys are the best. So with that, let's see. Good night to Head Wrench, Buddy Hepburn, Miskatonic Madman, Krimwan, Buddy Hepburn, Sean Carter, RRTNZ, Miskatonic Madman. Good night to you guys. Good night to John the Beagle Dad. Good night to Istaphobos. Good night to ETS2ATS Trucker Martin, the Tetrarch of Apathy, the Padawannabe, Curtis Selby, Lavistro. Good night to Jeff Wyatt and Mike Demore and that 70s rock fan and Joe's Atmosphere and William Shakespeare. Hello. And Krimwan, we made them members too. Thank you on behalf of all these people. Looking back, who else do I have? Oh no. It jumped on me. I have to go to the other chat. Doomcock's not kidding when he says the StreamYards can jump. And if it does it to me, I can only imagine what his must look like. Jesus, what a nightmare of just unbelievable proportions. Tim FKHC 2005, Gavin Blackburn, Sean Carter here with me on the panel. Resolute
He's here
with me on the panel. Yeah, that freaking guy. The Trek reviewer was here earlier. Hello, Trek reviewer. And I think that maybe I said Miskatonic Madman. I think I'll say it again. The oldest gamer. Did I see you here? Sig Valdison was here. Sig, thank you. It was good to see you. All of you guys. I love you all. It was great to have some time hanging out doing Star Trek. John the Beagle Dad, thank you. Lombardi 1969, thank you. Phantom Outsider, thank you. Radioactive, thank you. Thank you all so very much. I love that we got to have some time together. This one really, we already surpassed last week's views for Battlestar Galactica. And with this one being so short, I'm imagining we might have another really incredible week where the show does so well that maybe like the Kimberly Ann Hart, we did not see you. Hello. Thank you.
Hi, Kimberly Ann Hart.
Thank you for coming by. Did you get a membership? We have to do a better job shouting out during the watch party. You know what it is? Sometimes we get to watch it too. And we want to thank Sydney Sweeney, who is just one of our assets here. And let's take a look at her. We want to thank Sydney Sweeney. You know what? Very controversial, sirs. Oh, very, very, very controversial, sirs. Okay, I see the secret intel that you gave me.
Yeah.
Yes, no problem. I almost ended the stream right there trying to click on comments. Clicking on comments, and don't you think the end stream button should be in the middle over like the screen? Because you never go over your own stream yards.
Well,
You know what I
don't
mean?
you have to? Yeah,
You
but you
gotta
have to
move that
confirm
one.
it though, right? It's not that one button
You
that's
have to
done.
confirm it. Although the double confirm is probably Jonathan Davis. I did not thank you. Is probably was probably not something. That was something they probably had to be led to by the hoof anyway. I want to thank all you guys. I lost my hero last week, Ozzy Osbourne. It feels weird that I'm the only one saying this one now, but you know what? I love you all. And we got a little surprise to watch all of Sydney Sweetie, and Sean's got a little something for you. But I love you all. All right, and here she is to play us out. Play us out. What does that mean? Play us out. Who wrote this? It sucks. All right, play City Sweet.
Can I finish, please?